Jockstick Sporting Goods, Watco Company, Lane Lord Basketball Camp, Love That Bank, Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing, Lindbergh Pharmacy, Pittsburgh State University, Sias Miles Center, Ryan Insurance, and the Spigarelli Law Firm.
Now let's go live courtside for tonight's pregame show on ESPN 100.7.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
We're ready, Tay.
Finding a lawyer means choosing some.
Good evening.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Good evening, everybody, from Prairie View High School. I'm Mike Snow alongside Heath Atkins as we are set for some Frontenac Raider basketball. First non-conference game here in the 2018 portion of the school years. They open up on the road here in Lacine at Prairie View High School for a high school varsity boys and girls doubleheader coming up in our first matchup. The 2 and 3 Frontenac Raiders, winners of 2 straight. They knocked off Harmon and Coffeyville to close out the 2017 portion of the schedule, both by double digits, and come up here with a little bit of momentum to take on a Prairie View team, which has lost a few starters and struggling from the team they've had over the last couple of years. So a good matchup here tonight for the Frontenac Raider girls, as Heath Atkins and I have we've done about everything but break out the duct tape and the paper clips to get the internet signal so we can give you live streaming video tonight. But we are up and ready to go. Frontenac in their road blacks, white letters and numerals. Prairie View in their home whites, green letters and numerals. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for Prairie View. A 5'10 sophomore guard, Ashlyn Kirkpatrick. 5'6 junior guard, Grace Ost. A 5'9 junior guard, Kenna Walker. A 5'10, 5'5 sophomore point guard, Caitlin Davis. And rounding out the starting lineups, the 5'8 forward, the senior Haley Brown. So it's Brown, Davis, Walker, Ost, and Kirkpatrick for the Prairie View girls. For the Frontenac Raiders, it's Maddie Davis, Karma Fields, Bria Ginnivan, Lauren Harper, and Taylor Peterson. And we are ready for the opening tip. Live streaming video, ESPN1007.com. Be sure to click on our ESPN 100.7 Raider Sports YouTube page and become a subscriber. Just that easy. Talking to Coach Harper before the game, and talked about this Prairie View team being very scrappy, good defense. Played a half of basketball against Santa Fe Trail right before breaking. It was 4-4 at halftime. Lots of turnovers. So let's see if Frontenac can get in their face and turn them over. It's Harper against Kirkpatrick. It's slapped into the backcourt. Out of bounds off of Frontenac, and it will go to Prairie View, the first possession of the ball game. Grace Ost will run the point. Frontenac will pick them up in a little 1-2-2 half-court trap. Almost turned over. Pass deflected, and it is turned over. Karma Fields with the steal. She'll push it up the left side of the floor. Crossover. Hand it off for Taylor Peterson, and Frontenac will set it up against the 2-3 zone. Into Harper, out for Ginnivan. Top of the key, open three for Maddie Davis. Rims out. Loose ball foul on the rebound. Actually on the shot. Bria Ginnivan had position for the rebound. They went over her back, but they're going to say a foul on the shot on Caitlin Davis, and that'll put Maddie Davis at the line shooting 3 here. So an early break for the Raiders.
That's not the whistle that I was expecting, but we'll take it regardless.
Yeah, Bria got hammered inside on that rebound as Maddie swishes the first one. 24 seconds in, Frontenac leading here 1-0. Second one on the way for the junior. It bounced around and good. 2 for 2 for Maddie. Raiders lead 2-0, 7:36 to play, first quarter. Couple of dribbles. Third one on the way, and she swished it. So great start for Frontenac here offensively. Leading 3-0. Here comes the press. There's a steal by Davis. Maddie to the hoop. Draws a whistle and a foul, and she'll head back to the line. And Maddie Davis set to shoot her 4th and 5th free throw here in the Knights of Columbus free throw shooting contest.
Yeah, let's hope as basketball fans that this isn't the tempo that we see the rest of the night.
Yeah, I would agree. Maddie made 3 straight, 4th one on the way, and she knocks it down. 4-0 Frontenac. 31 seconds in. All 4 points by Maddie Davis, all 4 at the foul line. The second one on the way, no good, missed it. Starts out 80%, a tie up on the rebound with Karma Fields battling for it. She's tied up, and alternating possession will stay with the Raiders. Maddie Davis will play it in, right side of the basket on the baseline. Prairie View will defend it in the 2-3 zone. Maddie lobs it at the foul line, pass deflected and stolen away. Taken away by Kirkpatrick. Gets it up the floor to Ost. She'll run the point against the half-court trap. This trap really giving Prairie View some issues. And a whistle and a touch foul. That's going to go on Taylor Peterson. And I believe, Heath, you have jinxed us.
I may have, and I don't think, just based off of looking at the banners up on the side of the wall there, I don't think that this group or this program has made it to the state tournament in program history.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they haven't updated their banners, but that's the way it's looking right now.
Yeah, it's definitely struggled. They're here over the last couple of years. Patrick sent to throw it in. It's almost intercepted top the key. She gets it back on the right wing, hands it off for Ost. Frontenac dropping back to a 1-2-2 zone. Really extending it out near half court. Pressure and Ost on the ball. Fields and Davis have her trapped, almost throws it away. Gets it over to Kirkpatrick. Thought about a 3. Double dribbled, no call. Ost with it in the backcourt. Swings it over to Kirkpatrick. Runner in the lane, blocked by Harper. Maria Ginnivan gets taken down, and they call a travel on her. So we had 3 touch fouls called here early, and Bria slammed to the floor, and they call that a travel. So Ost will play it in against the Frontenac 2-3 zone. 6:47 to play, first quarter, 4-0 Raiders. Prairie View skips it near side for Davis, and she shuffled her feet and traveled. Prairie View will turn it back over to Frontenac with 6:43 to play in the first quarter. Still looking for her first field goal. Davis will walk it up against the zone. Gets it at the foul line for Harper. Back to Davis. Left wing for Karma. She'll try 3. No good. Rebound tipped around out of bounds. Off of Prairie View. It'll stay right here with Frontenac. Now the official is turning and telling the cheerleaders to beat it.
The home cheerleaders.
I think they're allowed to stand there. Last I checked.
I'm almost certain they are.
Inbounds pass to Peterson. 15-foot jumper on the way. No good. Long rebound tipped around. And Karma Fields tracks it down. Top of the key. Penetrates to the lane. Layup blocked. And it's out of bounds and will stay right here with the Raiders again.
It's been quite a while since I looked into the Keisha book on cheerleading. The last I checked, you could.
6:19 to play. First quarter. 4-0 Frontenac. Lob it into Harper on the foul line. Her shot missed. Karma Fields with another offensive board. Her follow won't go. Rebound tipped around. Back to Maddie Davis. Skips it to Peterson. Top of the key for Fields. Good ball movement. Fields 3. Rims out. Rebound tipped around. Still loose. Harper picks it up. Finds Maddie Davis on the baseline, and she's fouled. It's on the floor before the shot. It'll go on Kenna Walker. First on Walker.
Great contact shot well after the whistle was made, but unfortunately for her, that's going to be a foul on the ground. Shot up by Frontenac, rebounded by the Buffaloes. And it looks like it's going to be tied up once again by Frontenac.
And Prairie View struggling to get a rebound, and they're going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:54 to play, first quarter, 4-0 Raiders. We are back to Prairie View in 30 seconds. This is Frontenac Raider basketball.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Prairie View basketball out of the timeout. 5:50 to play, first quarter, 4-0 Frontenac. Raider press continues to give the Buffaloes some trouble. Ost brings it up the right side of the floor, almost throws it away. They skip it near side for an open 3 ball, and it's up and good. Kenna Walker from downtown makes it a 4-3 Frontenac lead. 5:30 to play, first quarter. Fields up the floor, left wing for Davis. Maddie with 4 points in the game, all of those at the foul line. Two are on the left wing against the zone. Couple of dribbles, lobs it inside on the block to Harper. Turnaround jumper in traffic. No good, but a whistle and a foul. And Prairie View will commit their 4th team foul. This one whistled on Kirkpatrick. Her first, team 4th. And Lauren Harper will be at the line. She'll shoot free throws number 6 and 7 for the Raiders here early on. First one up and good.
Great move there by Harper inside. She had a good good perception of what the matchup was and had a pretty good idea that she had the advantage even with the help side coming in.
Missed the second free throw. Frontenac 5 of 7 from the line. They lead 5-3, and their pressure in the backcourt creates another turnover. And the Raiders will take control. I feel like in this game, if Frontenac can settle in, get their legs under them offensively, they can start to pull away because Prairie View really struggling to get the ball across half court against that full court press. Fields right wing, nice bounce pass on the block to Ginnivan. Ginnivan double teamed, hands it off for Harper. Harper has her shot blocked, and then a whistle and a foul that's going to go on Lauren Harper. First on Harper, 2nd team foul on the Raiders. And Prairie View will have the basketball with 4:55 to play first quarter. Very stagnant pace here early on. A lot of free throws and a lot of turnovers. Ost gets it in the middle of the floor. Finds Walker. Got it down in the corner. Dribbles it back near half court. Hands it off for Ost. Ost swings it left wing for Davis. Davis has it taken away by Bria Ginnivan. Another turnover by Prairie View, and Ginnivan will bring it up left to right. Up the floor to Peterson. Taylor to the foul line, hands it off for Maddie Davis. Right wing now for Peterson, wide open for 3. She'll drive it to the basket, layup missed, and the rebound ripped out of there by Kenna Walker. Outlets it up the floor to Ost. Ost gets it back to Walker. She's hit 1 3, tries another one. This one rims out, rebound loose, and Prairie View comes away with it. Haley Brown back out for Walker, another 3. This one missed. Brown with a rebound again and then throws it away, trying to get it inside. Stolen by Harper. 5-3 Frontenac, midway point of this first quarter. Hands it off for Karma Fields, right side for Davis. And on the block for Harper. Kicks it out behind the arc for Maddie. Over to Peterson. Goes down the right elbow. Hands it off for Fields. Karma will try a guarded 3, and she knocks it down. Boy, from our angle, Heath, as soon as she released it, I knew it was good.
Yeah, well, we had a pretty straight shot on that one, and it looked solid the whole way through.
First field goal of the game for the Raiders. They lead 8-3. There's a deflection in the backcourt. Ball loose on the deck, and a tie-up between Lauren Harper and Caitlin Davis, and it will go or stay here with Prairie View on the alternating possession. Abby Kellerman, the 5'10 junior, will check in. See her first action, she replaces Caitlin Davis. Frontenac goes zone against the inbound. Get it top of the key to Patrick over to Walker, open jumper, missed. A nice offensive board, and the putback is up and good by Abby Kellerman. Instant offense for the Buffaloes. It's an 8-5 Frontenac lead. Close to the 3-minute mark as Taylor Peterson drives it to the basket and draws a whistle and a foul. Prairie View not a very deep team. Coach Hopt told me before the game, and foul trouble starting to mount up early. That's their 15th team foul. And all of them but one has resulted in free throws. And that'll put Taylor Peterson at the line. She'll shoot 2 with the Raiders leading 8-5, 3:05 remaining first quarter.
Peterson's pretty quick when she drives into the basket with her right hand. I think if the Buffaloes want to do anything to stop her from getting to the line or getting to the hole, they're going to have to take away the right-hand side, and even that might not stop her.
Peterson missed the first one. Second one is up and good. Split the pair. First point of the game for Taylor. 6 points for the Raiders at the foul line. They get it inside to Kellerman to the Buffaloes. She missed it. And then a tie up on the rebound and traveling whistled on Prairie View. And it'll go back to Frontenac. 2:56 to play in first quarter. Raiders by 4 with the basketball. Maddie Davis will walk it up. Get in the high post to Ginnivan. Prairie kicks it out for Peterson on the right wing behind the arc. Bailey Rooms, who just checked in, has it left wing behind the arc. Over to Davis. Back to Bailey. Couple of dribbles. Rooms tries to skip it across to Fields. Pass deflected, but Karma tracks it down in the backcourt. Over to Peterson. Up top for Fields. Lob it in the high post for Davis. Kicks it out for Bailey Rooms. Open 3 ball. Rims out. Rebound tipped around, and Kellerman comes away with it. So a couple of rebounds and a basket for Kellerman, who's only been in the game for about a minute for Prairie View. 9-5 Raiders. Prairie View with the basketball. They get it into Kellerman. Shot over Rooms missed. Almost had another offensive rebound, and then a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Grace Aust. So there's still 2:04 to play here in the first quarter. Aust picks up her second, team 6th. So the Raiders have already shot 9 free throws here in this one. And for the last 10 minutes and 4 seconds of this first half, every foul is going to result, next 3 that is, in 1-1. After that, a double bonus. Frontenac's going to get a lot of threes. Fields up the floor, settles for a top-of-the-key 3, missed. Kellerman with a rebound, had her pocket picked by Fields, saves it ahead to Walker. Walker to the basket, layup missed, rebound tipped around. Kellerman with it, her follow no good. Kept alive inside by Davis, back to Kellerman. Ball pinballed around, looks like a volleyball game underneath there, and Taylor Peterson rips it out and will push it up for the Raiders. Crossover in the lane, nice move, and she kisses it off the glass. 3 for Taylor Peterson, 11-5 Raiders. 1:25 remaining here, first quarter. Davis running the point, trying to get it inside to Kellerman, and it's tipped out of bounds for Frontenac and will stay with Prairie View. Abby Kellerman, the 6th man on this team, and as soon as she came into the ball game, the whole offense is trying to get the ball inside to her. She's had some success. Walker down in the corner. She's their 3-point shooter. Almost throws it away as it was tracked down by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick inside to Kellerman, and she traveled. Traveled before the shot. It'll go back to Frontenac with 1:07 to play, first quarter. 11-5, Frontenac by 6. Maddie Davis with it, left wing, skips it right side for Taylor Peterson. Peterson holds it, trying to lob it inside. Nice pass to Maddie Davis. Her layup too strong. Rebound controlled by Prairie View. And then a tie-up. The alternating possession will stay here with the Raiders. 47.5 remaining first quarter. Frontenac leading 11-5. Davis lobs it in at the foul line for Fields. Karma, a couple of dribbles. Runner with the right hand is up and good. And that is 5 for number 5. Frontenac with their largest lead of the night at 13-5. Kirkpatrick has a pass deflected by Bailey Rooms off of Prairie View, and it'll go back to the Raiders with 34.3 remaining. 13-5 Frontenac. They have led this entire first quarter. You could stretch it to double digits with a bucket here. Left wing for Davis. Maddie spots up for 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped around, loose on the deck. Kirkpatrick and Fields tied up. Karma able to kick it out for Peterson. No foul called, and then They call it late. Well, I thought there was a foul, and Karma was laying in the lane. She got hammered. Somehow found Taylor Peterson, who was fouled on her layup attempt by Kenna Walker, the second on Walker. 7th team foul on Prairie View, and Peterson's back at the line shooting 2, and she knocks the first one down. 4 for Taylor, 14-5 Frontenac, 16.3 remaining. Becky Kerr will check into the ball game for Prairie View. Second one for Taylor, in and out, no good. Fields with another offensive board, kicks it out for Peterson. Taylor will try a 3, comes up short, and she's fouled on the 3. And that's 3 on Kenna Walker. Well, you don't see that too often, Heath, and that's 2 times here in the first quarter of this game.
I was just getting ready to say that Frontenac has not had to play a whole lot of defense. They've been fortunate enough to get some turnovers early on the defensive side, but realistically, they haven't played a whole lot of offense either.
Yeah.
They put up a shot pretty quick, and if it doesn't go in, they either get the offensive rebound and a putback, or they get sent to the line.
Oh, they called that a one-on-one. I guess it was after the shot, so Peterson misses the front end. Prairie View with a rebound up the floor. Shot blocked from behind, right to Kellerman, and she lays it in at the end of the first quarter. So Abby Kellerman off the bench. Last 3 minutes of that first quarter. Poured in 4 of the 7. 14-7 Prairie View. We'll head to the second quarter after this minute timeout. This is Raider basketball.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of 2 major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Back to action, Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here at Prairie View High School as we head to the second quarter, 14-7 Frontenac. Prairie View will get the basketball out of the timeout. Kirkpatrick, Kellerman, Ost on the floor along with Davis and Brown. It's Fields, Peterson, Davis, Rooms, and Ginnivan for Frontenac. Ost will bring it up against the half-court pressure. Over to Brown, long 2 on the way, missed everything. Davis pulls down the rebound and will push it up the floor from left to right. Nice bounce pass in transition to Ginnivan. Bria's shot on the block, too strong. And the rebound's controlled by Prairie View. Davis will bring it up the floor to Kellerman. Lefty to the basket, and she lays it in. Well, I tell you what, Kellerman needs to be in the starting lineup. She's got 6 of the 9. It didn't come in until about 3.5 minutes left in that first quarter. 14-9, Raiders by 5, 7:20 to play in first half. Ginnivan in on the block, turnaround jumper, comes up short. Kirkpatrick with a rebound and then a holding foul. That's going to go on the Raiders. That's on Bria Ginnivan.
Great move by Ginnivan. If she'd have given herself a couple more steps, she'd have been that much closer to the basket and probably would have sunk that shot.
Jaden Meyer checks in for Taylor Peterson. Ost up the floor. Swings it over to Davis. Davis trying to get it inside, throws it away. Frontenac will take over. 7:05 to play, second quarter, 14-9. Raiders by 5. As Davis will lock it up against the 2-3 zone of Prairie View. Left wing for Rooms, right side for Karma Fields. Karma to the hoop, tied up, and the alternating possession will stay right here with the Raiders with 6:49 to play. Davis set to play it in. It's a baseline left for Meyer. Meyer up top for Rooms. It's knocked away and stolen by Grace Ost. Ost to the hoop. Layup missed. Rooms with a rebound and then had it knocked away out of bounds. And it'll stay right here with Frontenac. .6:41 to play, first half. Raiders by 5 with the basketball. Frontenac leading 14-9. Rooms skips it near side for Ginnivan. A couple of dribbles, spins, kicks it up top for Karma Fields. Over to Bailey Rooms. She'll try a three. It missed. Bria Ginnivan tries to track down the rebound in the corner, and it goes out of bounds off of the Raiders back to Prairie View. Frontenac extending that 1-2-2 zone. Ost. That's got to be backcourt. Now he caught it. And Prairie View turns it over back to Frontenac.
Textbook trap setup right across the half-court line, and then they just panicked and threw the backcourt pass.
That's why you hear coaches say don't pick up your dribble there. Frontenac after the turnover will have the basketball. Ginnivan, right wing. Kicks it up top for Fields, right side for Maddie Davis. Frontenac much more patient on this offensive possession. Fields gets a ball screen over to Rooms, right side for Ginnivan. Bria drives baseline and a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Haley Brown. And that will put Bria at the line shooting a 1-and-1. That was the first on Brown, 8th team foul on the Buffaloes.
Great head fake and made the defender kind of lose a step. The defender had to catch up and made some contact on the shot.
First one for Bria, bounces around and good. Considering they called a touch foul for Bria was a Frontenac player earlier in the game that got hammered underneath and they called traveling on her.
A little bit of redemption.
Second one for Ginnivan, and she knocks them both down. First 2 points of the game for Bria, 16-9, Raiders by 7. Lauren Harper will check back in and replace her. Taylor Peterson checks back in for the Raiders as well. And a traveling violation. That will go on Haley Brown. They will turn it over again. You know, out of their turnovers, many of them unforced. Trying to get in too much of a hurry. Frontenac by 7. Jaden Meyer runs the point. Left wing for Rooms. Bailey picked up her dribble. Swings it right side for Peterson. Down on the left block for Rooms. Bailey shot in traffic, no good. And Brown clears the board. Now lets it up the floor to Ost. Back to Brown, left wing. Brown all the way to the hoop. Left-handed layup. It's up and good. Nice move by Haley Brown. Her first 2 of the game. Prairie View hanging around here. 16-11. 5-minute mark of this first half. Raiders by 5. Meyer top of the key. Right side for Peterson. Taylor will try a 3. Got it. Taylor Peterson having a game. She's got 7. The Frontenac lead is 8. Ost swings it in the backcourt for Kirkpatrick. Lost it. Tracks it down. Left wing for Brown. Brown will load up for a 3. Too strong. And Karma Fields pulls down the board for the Raiders. 4:30 to play. First half. Frontenac with the basketball and an 8-point lead. Fields finds Peterson. Peterson shoveled her feet. Trying to load up for that 3 ball, and then we'll turn it over. Back to the Raiders. Maddie Davis returns, replaces Bailey Rooms. 4:25 remaining, first half. Frontenac leads 19-11. Lindsay Bodeger, the 5'6" freshman, checks in. For Prairie View. Brown with it, has it taken away by Jaden Meyer, and then Meyer's fouled. And Jaden will head to the other line and shoot 2 as the Raiders are in the double bonus.
In the double bonus with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left, 4 minutes and 16 seconds left to go. Sorry, in the second quarter. So we've got quite a bit of time. Quite a bit of time to watch these charity shots.
So Meyer hits her first.
And a 30-second timeout called.
14 free throws shot for Frontenac here in this first half. It's 30-second timeout. We'll step away. Raiders by 9. We are back in 30 seconds.
From scoring the winning touchdown to walking in graduation, life is full of wonderful moments. But the best times can come with financial challenges, like paying for college or a room renovation. This is Brian Sutton, Market President of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. At Commerce, we make the harder stuff easy. Whatever your challenge is, we want to listen and help find solutions so you can focus on the good stuff, like cheering on your favorite team. Check us out at commercebank.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for tips on making the most of life. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
4:16 to play first half, 20-11, Frontenac by 9. Jaden Meyer at the line, shooting her second of 2. She hit the first one. This will be the 15th free throw shot by the Raiders here in the first half. It missed. Lane violation on the Raiders anyhow, and it'll go back to Prairie View with 4:16 to play. Frontenac by 9. Lost against the half-court trap. Tries to kick it inside to Brown. Pinballs off a couple players right back to Brown, and she lays it in. Just how they drew it up during the timeout, Heath.
It was a really nice laser pass. Just mishandled and ended up going in the hands of Brown for an easy 2 points.
20-13, Frontenac by 7. Brown's got 4. Maddie Davis with it in the lane. The leaner, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kirkpatrick. Outlets it up the floor to Brown. Brown over to Aust. Aust in the backcourt has it knocked away by Fields. It's loose on the deck, and they're going to get Karma there for a gym tackle. Her first, team fourth. And Karma's bleeding. Either her nose or her mouth, and she's going to come out of the ball game as Skylar Baker checks in for her. 3:35 to play first half. Frontenac by 7. They're trying to get some blood cleaned up off the floor. We'll step aside for an injury timeout. 1 minute injury timeout. 3:35 to play. Frontenac by 7. We are back to Prairie View after this.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Canar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Community National Bank and Trust believes in our local schools and those who have committed themselves to our children. They would like to reward you with a premium banking product that offers Community National Bank and Trust excellent service coupled with a bounty of free banking products. Teacher's Choice has a checking account with no monthly service charge, unlimited check writing, no fee for cashier's checks, money orders and traveler's checks, and much more. Call or stop by today and visit one of their customer service representatives and find out how easy it is to open a Teacher's Choice account. Member FDIC.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
As they are cleaning up the floor, Karma Fields dove for a loose ball and got popped in the mouth or the nose, some blood on the floor. They're getting that cleaned up, and we're moments away from returning back to action. 3:35 to play first half, 20-13. 20-13, Frontenac by 7, 3:35 to play. We'll have the boys match up between these two about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this. Well, if you're Prairie View down 7 and you've shot 0 free throws and Frontenac has shot 16, you probably feel pretty good about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Only down 7. Ost up the floor. Dribbles right side of the floor. Gets it over to Brown, and Brown traveled. And it'll go back to Frontenac with 3:27 to play. I just figured out what's been so confusing is this roster that we got when we came in as Frontenac turns it over. Most of the players on both teams are one number off. Like Taylor Peterson's number 25. There's a deflection. Speaking of Taylor, right on cue, comes up with a steal. Nice pass ahead to Maddie Davis, and she lays it in.
And an assist for Peterson.
Yes, it is. Maddie with 6. Raiders by 9. Long 3 ball at the other end is up and good by Bodiger. Bodiger, the freshman, coming in with some offense here for Prairie View. Peterson with a little out of control shot at the other end. She knocks it in off the glass. 24-16. That's 5 straight for Taylor. Get it inside to Kellerman on the right baseline. Up top for Ost. She'll try a 3 and knock it down. So Prairie View heating up a little bit. Coach Harper wants to talk about it. 24-19. Frontenac by 5. 2:30 to play first half. We are back to Prairie View in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball.
Having a confident smile can change everything, and Invisalign makes that decision easy because you can have a stunning smile without most people even knowing you're going through treatment. Saya Smile Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each aligner will gradually shift your teeth perfectly into place, giving you the smile you always dreamed of. Call Saya Smile Center today for your no-cost consultation. Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac basketball out of the timeout. They've got a 5-point lead, 2:20 to play first half. Raiders get it inside to Maddie Davis. Shot missed. And a foul on the rebound, or a tie-up on the rebound. Alternating possession is going to go to Prairie View. Ost with it. Passes out of a double team. Pass is deflected by Lauren Harper. And the ball will stay with Prairie View. As he just saved my bacon there. Dropped my roster down a couple of rows and had to run and get it. Ost swings it left wing to the freshman who just hit a 3. Right side for Brown. Up top for Ost. She just hit from right there. Tries another one. This one too strong. Kellerman and Harper tied up on the rebound. And the alternating possession will go back to Frontenac with 1:53 to play in this first half. This game's got a feel that, to me, that Frontenac should be up double digits. And a flurry of 3s just a moment ago by Prairie View cut it down to 5-point lead. Get him in the baseline. Nice dump off for Harper. Lawrence shot too strong. Yeah, loose ball foul on the rebound. That's going to go on Prairie View. And that's going to be 3 fouls on Brown. So Brown with 3, Walker with 3. So foul trouble becoming an issue here for Prairie View.
And that could be a bigger issue than it even seems like on paper, because Brown is the facilitator on offense. She does a large percentage of the ball handling all the way around.
Davis hits the first misses the first free throw, excuse me. Maddie 4 from 6 from the line, 6 points in the game. Second one, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Prairie View. Frontenac almost forces a turnover. And it'll stay with Prairie View with 93 seconds to play. Prairie View inbounds it. Gets it right side for Bodeger. Kicks it down low for Brown. Brown throws it away, stolen by Peterson. Taylor to the basket, shot blocked. Nice block by Kirkpatrick. Ost comes away with it and turns it over. So I would say we're averaging here about a turnover about every 12 seconds or so here in the last 2.5 minutes of this first half.
Yeah, as we see that carrying violation as they cross the half-court line.
1:10 to play. Frontenac by 5 here in this first half. Karma Fields back in the game. She'll spot up for an open three. Missed it. Bodeger with a rebound. She'll bring it up the right side of the floor. Hand it off for Ost. Ost one dribble, loads up a long three. No good. And Peterson clears the board. 50 seconds to play. First half, Frontenac by 5. Nice pass underneath to Maddie Davis. Can't connect on the layup. Rebound tipped around. Brown with it. Has it knocked away from Taylor, or by Taylor Peterson, and it'll go to Prairie View with 43.4 remaining in this second quarter. 24-9. Frontenac by 5. Bodeger left wing. In the backcourt now for Ost near half court. Skips it over to Brown on the baseline. Inside to Kirkpatrick. Shot blocked right into the hands of Lauren Harper. Harper up the floor. Nice pass in transition to Ginnivan, and Bria lays it in. Nice play. Bria with 4. Frontenac by 7. 12 seconds left. That's got to be traveling, and it is on Ost, and it'll go back to Frontenac for the final 10 seconds of this first half.
That was quick thinking by Bria. She probably didn't anticipate that pass coming in, seeing all the defenders in between the two, but she didn't realize she was far enough away that the lob was there.
You don't normally see your center running the fast break like that, making a nice pass underneath. Fields with it, right side for Ginnivan. 3 seconds. Bria's shot blocked. Walker's shot at the buzzer, no good, and that'll bring us to halftime. Frontenac leads Prairie View. Halftime of the girls' game. 26-19, Raiders by 7. As they head to the locker room at halftime, we will step aside for 3 minutes, come back, take a look. That's your first half numbers. 26-19 Frontenac. We're back in 3 minutes to Prairie View here on Radio X 103.5.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
This can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour record service. Call Payne's anytime. 231-3170. Payne's Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Payne's Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow, Heath Atkins back here at halftime. Prairie View High School 26-19. Frontenac girls lead Prairie View by 7 as both teams in the locker room making some adjustments. Frontenac led 14-7 at the end of the first quarter, and then both teams scored 12 points in that second quarter for the Raiders to take that 7-point advantage into the locker room at halftime. But, you know, sitting here looking at the numbers, Heath, Frontenac has attempted 16 free throws, and Prairie View hasn't attempted any. Now, the Raiders are shooting it pretty decent percentage. Unofficially, I have them at 10 for 16. I mean, that's pretty good first half free throw shooting. So they've outscored them at the foul line 10-0 and only lead by 6, partly due in large part to Ost hit a three-pointer. Bodiger, the freshman, came in, hit a three-pointer, and Walker with a three-pointer. All of those, that was 9 of their 12 points in that second quarter to keep the Buffaloes within a puncher's shot here at halftime of the Raiders.
Yeah, 10 for 16, that's about 60% on the night. Not too bad, and honestly, the Buffalo are kind of lucky at this point to be down by 7 points. If you just take a grand look at the ball game itself, you would think that Frontenac was steaming ahead, but due to some fortunate three-pointers late on in that second quarter, the Buffaloes brought it right back into a 3 or 4 possession game.
26-19 our score, Frontenac by 7. Both boys teams warming up here at halftime. We'll have that call for you coming up about 20 minutes after the conclusion of the second half of this girls game. We'll step aside, another 3-minute timeout, come back, look at the first half numbers, and get you set for the start of that second half. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checks. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB. Member FDIC.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
26-19, Frontenac by 7 at halftime, getting ready to start the second half. Raiders led in scoring by the senior Taylor Peterson with 9 in the first half. Maddie Davis with 6. Karma Fields added 5. They got 4 points from Bria Ginnivan and 1 point from Lauren Harper and a free throw from Jaden Meyer off the bench. I'm not listening, Larry. For Prairie View, for them, Abby Kellerman off the bench with 6 points, came in immediately, about 3.5 minutes to go in that first quarter, and provided some pretty good spark on the offense for them. They got 4 points from Haley Brown, who's battling foul trouble, and then a three-pointer from Ost, a three-pointer from Walker, and a three-pointer from Bodiger, the freshman, coming in, and that's what kind of kept things close here in the second quarter. See if Frontenac can take advantage. You know, if you're Martha Harper, you got to be pleased, Heath, with the rebounding effort for Frontenac as well as their defense. Turned them over a lot. They've just came up short trying to convert those turnovers into points at the other end.
Well, that full court press has just been suffocating all night too on top of that. So not only do they get nice and flustered, but when they get flustered, they bring it on down to when they finally get inside the paint, they put up kind of a panic shot, and that gives Frontenac an awesome opportunity of getting easy defensive rebounds. There's 2 or 3 of them inside the box ready to go, and there's still 3 or 4 Buffalo on the outside that are trying to get in transition from that full court press.
Well, the Frontenac football schedule for the 2018 football season was just released, and a lot of firsts in this one. They open up with Richmond, Missouri, and Colgan at home, at Commerce, Oklahoma in week 3. And then their district games, Galena, Parsons, Caney Valley, Baxter, and Columbus. So we'll obviously talk more about that with the new classification set up in Kansas. You're going to see a lot of strange schedules. Had a chance, it's incomplete. I had a chance to see a few weeks of Colgan's schedule, and it is pretty off the wall as well. Prairie View will have the first possession of the second half. Almost turn it over. Kirkpatrick with it against the 2-3 zone. Over to Brown, who hit a 3 from right there earlier. Kicks it over to Kirkpatrick. Ost will load up a long 3, and she knocks it down. So the 3 ball keeping Prairie View in this one. That's 6 points for Ost, 26-22. Frontenac by 4. Ginnivan, right wing, found about a 3. Nice drive to the basket. Runner with the left hand, no good. And she had the rebound and lost it out of bounds. Back to Prairie View.
I don't know how long, if you've been keeping track, but you said Caney Valley. That's a Tri-Valley League team. I know in the last 2 years they haven't played a Tri-Valley League team in the regular football season.
It's been a while. Usually in district play, they'll get when they were 3A, get a Cherryvale and the Neodesha, but Frontenac's been 4A Division II for a while. Ost, nice pass underneath to Kellerman, and she lays it in. That's 5 straight. Out of the timeout, or out of the halftime break, 8 for Kellerman. 5-0 run to open things up here for Prairie View. And a minute into the second half, they've cut it to a 2-point Frontenac lead, closest they've been for a while. And Frontenac turns it over again.
Man, the way the Buffaloes executed that transition offense, that's probably the way that 60% of the coaches in the state of Kansas draw up their inbounds passing.
There's a steal by Peterson, then she lost it right back to Kirkpatrick. Up the floor to Brown. Brown to Ost, and Ost wasn't across half court. And for the second time tonight, they will turn it over on the backcourt violation. It'll go right back to Frontenac, leading 26-24. 6:48 to play, third quarter. Maddie Davis will lock it up against a 2-3 zone. Hit it in the high post for Harper. Harper's shot blocked, but a whistle and a foul. Couldn't tell who they got from behind. It's either going to go on Brown or Kirkpatrick. If it's Brown, it'll be number 4. It's Kirkpatrick. That'll just be her second, team first. And Lauren Harper will head to the line to shoot 2 for Frontenac. Lauren, 1 of 2. Make it a 2 of 3 now. She knocks the first one down. Stretches it back to a 3-point Raider lead. 6:37 to play. Second one bounced around and good. So 12 of 18 are the Lady Raiders from the floor, or from the foul line, excuse me. 28-24, they lead by 4. Ost over to Brown. Brown with the left hand. Finds Kellerman down low, kicks it out for Ost. Ost over to Kirkpatrick. Shot blocked by Bria Ginnivan. Kirkpatrick gets it back. Throws an elbow into Bria and then throws it away to Karma Fields. Fields up the floor to Peterson. Peterson, nice little scoop pass to Davis. Maddie had a hard time tracking it down. Saves it across the lane to Bria Ginnivan, and Bria lays it in. Not exactly the way you draw up that transition basket, but the Raiders will take it. 6 points for Ginnivan. The lead is 6, 30-24. Brown against the pressure, throws it away. Nice steal by Maddie Davis. Saves it into Ginnivan and gets it right back. Davis will bring it up right to left. Through the defense, kicks it out for Karma Fields. A step inside the 3-point line, and she swishes it. 7 for Carmen, just like that. Frontenac goes on a 7-0 run. Lead by 9, another steal. Ginnivan with it, nice pass to Fields. Karma lays it in. 4 straight by Fields. She's got 9, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 35-24, Frontenac by 2, or by 11. After leading by 2, they went on a 9-0 run. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Raiders by 11. This is Frontenac Raider basketball.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at LaneLordBballCamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have seen tremendous success over the past several years, and they begin their recruiting at these camps, with over 20 former campers being signed. Visit LaneLordBballCamps.com.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
So after a 7-0 run by, or 5-0 run, excuse me, by Prairie View out of the locker room, Frontenac answered that with a 9-0 run of their own. They lead by 11, 35-24, 5:29 to play. Raiders picking them up, a little full court press, and Karma Fields is called for a touch foul at the other end of the floor. It'll stay with Prairie View. Boy, when it was 26-24, I thought Prairie View had some momentum and going to make this a game in Frontenac with a nice 9-0 run. Ost with it, left wing, skips it across to Walker. Long 3, no good. Davis with the board. Maddie, length of the floor pass to Fields, touch pass to Bria, and Bria lays it in. Nice play there by the Raiders. 8 for Ginnivan, 4 here in the half. Frontenac with their largest lead of the night at 13. There's a deflection. And a steal, and it's going to go on Bria Ginnivan, I believe. Yes, it is. Her second, team second. And Prairie View will inbound it on the sideline. Open 3 ball, too strong for Walker. And the rebound out of bounds off of Frontenac. And it'll stay with Prairie View. Walker with it, almost threw it away. Gets it to Kellerman, back to Walker, open three. No good. Rebound out of bounds this time. Off of the Buffaloes, it'll go back to the Raiders. Frontenac by 13, 4:40 to play, third quarter. Prairie View packing in that 2-3 zone. Good opportunity here for Frontenac. Be patient and drain some of that clock. They get it into Davis, and Davis is fouled by Kellerman. Second on Kellerman. Second team foul on Prairie View. And Frontenac will inbound it from underneath their own basket. Get it at the free throw line for Fields. Carmel will catch and shoot. Comes up short. Harper with a rebound. Nice pass underneath, and Taylor Peterson lays it in. Peterson in double figures with an 11. The lead is now 15. 13-0 run here for Frontenac. Walker looking for somebody to pass it to. Nobody's open, so she'll shoot a three. Halfway down and out. Maddie Davis pulls down the rebound. And the Raiders will go to work on offense again, leading by 15. Midway point of this third quarter. Fields into Davis. Maddie bumped, shot blocked. And Kirkpatrick clears it away. Up the floor to Brown. Brown throws it away right to Taylor Peterson. Over to Harper. Harper will bring it across the timeline into the front court all the way to the hoop. Shot in traffic is up and good for Lauren Harper. She's got 5. 15-0 run for Frontenac. They lead by 17. Nice pass inside to Kellerman, and a whistle and a foul as Harper trying to swat that out of there. He's whistled for the foul, and that will put Kellerman at the line shooting 2 and try to end this 15-0 run for the Raiders.
Harper now with only 2 fouls. She's got a few more left to give, and she's definitely a defensive presence that will need those 3.
First one for the lefty, no good. I tell you, Juan Heath in the last about 2.5 minutes on this 15-0 run, Frontenac is making some great transition passes at the basket.
Oh yeah, and they're making up for all the hard work they did in the first half with not so much results on the scoreboard.
Caitlin Randall checks in for Lauren Harper. Second one for Kellerman, too strong. Maddie Davis tracks down the rebound. Up the floor to Ginnivan. Ginnivan in the lane, little contact. I'll say the foul was before the shot. So Frontenac will play it in from under their basket. Let's see who they got here on the foul. That's Kellerman, 3 on her. So Kellerman, Brown, and Davis, or Walker, excuse me, all with 3. Raiders get it in to Maddie Davis. Nice pass underneath. Peterson can't connect. Shot comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Prairie View. Ost has it deflected away and stolen. Gets it back, then loses it again. Ginnivan with it. Here come the Raiders, 3-on-1 break. Nice pass, give and go from Peterson back to Ginnivan.
Unselfish basketball, and that's turning into big points on the scoreboard very quickly.
Ginnivan with 10. The lead is 21, and Frontenac has scored the last, or 19. Frontenac has scored the last 17 points, and Prairie View is going to call another timeout, trying to settle things down. 2:58 to play, third quarter, 43-24. Frontenac with the lead. We are back to Prairie View in 1 minute. 1 minute. This is Raider basketball.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency record service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to BarrettBodyFrame.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow, Heath Atkins back here at Prairie View High School. 42-24. Frontenac leads. Did they take a point off? It was a 19-point lead when we went to break.
They may have.
So 2:55 to play, third quarter, 42-24. Frontenac up by 18. They scored the last 16 after Prairie View opened with a 5-0 run out of the locker room. Randall on the baseline, her shot's up, in and out, no good. Meyer, who checked in during the timeout, had the rebound, then lost it. Then Reagan Hipfel will tie up Kellerman on the rebound, and the alternating possession will stay here with the Raiders. So it's Hipfel, Davis, Peterson. The inbound in the backcourt to Hipfel, and it's knocked away and stolen by Prairie View. Right side for Walker. Walker inside to Kellerman, and a whistle and a foul on Reagan Hipfel. Her first, team fourth. And Prairie View will play it underneath the basket. So Ost will play it in for Prairie View against the 2-3 zone of Frontenac. Gets it in the corner, open three ball, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Randall up the floor to Peterson. Nice pass ahead to Jaden Meyer. Layup missed. Kellerman tips the rebound to herself and tracks it down. Hands it off for Ost. 2:10 to play, third quarter, 42-24. The Raiders lead by 18. They get it into Kellerman, turns and faces. Count the bucket. And she's fouled by Reagan Hipfel, who just picked up her second. And that'll put Abby Kellerman at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Kellerman's in double figures now with 10. Missed the free throw, and Maddie Davis with a rebound, and then she gets tangled up in the backcourt by Kirkpatrick. .155 to play, third quarter. Frontenac by 16, and Maddie Davis went to kick it left wing for Jaden Meyer. Meyer was cutting to the basket, and Maddie shuffled her feet. The Raiders will turn it over back to Prairie View. There's a deflection in the backcourt. Ost with it, and then she is held by Jaden Meyer. First on Jaden. 16 foul on the Raiders, and it will stay with Prairie View, though, inbounded on the sideline. Frontenac by 16. Lost with it, left wing. Through the Raider defense, pull-up jumper at the foul line, and she knocked it in off the glass. She has shot the ball pretty well, and it is a low-line drive at the basket. Hit a couple of threes, and that's her first two-point field goal. She's got 8 points. Frontenac by 14, 1:15 to play. You know, you get to this point of the game here, if they're going to pack in that zone, I'd like to see Frontenac maybe dribble in the backcourt, run some clock a little bit here. Limit possessions, leading by 14. Randall, long two on the way, missed. Rebound pulled down by Brown. Up the floor to Kirkpatrick, lost it. Kicks it over to Walker, shot missed. Meyer pulls down the rebound. Jaden up the floor, has it knocked away from behind, stolen by Prairie View. Brown with it. We'll pull it out and set it up. Final 40 seconds here this third quarter. Frontenac back to that 1-2-2 zone. Ost to Walker. Walker to the basket. Shot comes up short. Reagan Hipfel pulls down the rebound. Frontenac will have it. Peterson all the way to the hoop, and she's tangled up on the shot. I'll say it was on the floor. That is going to be number 4 on Haley Brown. Just the 5th team foul on Prairie View is Sellers and Karma Fields check back in for Frontenac with 23.7 to play third quarter. Raiders by 14. 42-28. Get it into Karma Fields. Fields to the basket. Nice move, and the layup was good off the glass. Karma with a nice game. She's got 11, 6 of those here in the second half. Stolen by Randall. Back to Fields. 10-foot jumper on the baseline. No good. And a loose ball foul on the rebound with 6.5 seconds remaining third quarter. That foul is whistled on Ost. It's a 7th team foul on, I know they're going to say it was on Frontenac. Does Frontenac have a 12 on? Oh, yep, Caitlin Randall. Foul on Randall, and that's the 7th foul, and it should be 1-1. First game back from break for the referees as well. A little rusty. Now they get it worked out. We'll walk to the other end. And Prairie View will shoot a 1-on-1 with 6.5 seconds remaining. If you're Prairie View here with the foul trouble you've been in, thought they would consider clearing the foul line so you don't pick up a cheap one here with 6.5 remaining in the third. 44-28, Frontenac by 16. First free throw is up and good by Kenna Walker. 4th point of the game for Walker. Hit a 3 back in the first half, and she switched them both. 5 for Walker. 14-point lead. Fields with it. 6 seconds over to Peterson. Open 3 ball, no good. Rebound loose. Randall with it inside the hip full. Shot missed, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Raiders by 14. They lead 44-30. We are back to Prairie View after this 1-minute timeout. This is Raider basketball.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, 4-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour wrecker service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
44-30. Frontenac girls stretched their 7-point halftime lead out to 14 here in that third quarter, and they did it with a 16-0 run. It'll be Davis, Harper, Rooms, Ginnivan, and Fields to start this fourth quarter for Frontenac. They'll open up in a 2-3 zone. Raider girls trying to win their 3rd straight game, improved to 3-3 on the year. Walker to Brown, left wing for Kirkpatrick, down on the baseline for Ost. Back to Walker, right side for Brown. Over to Kirkpatrick, she'll drive into the defense and draw a whistle and a foul as Ginnivan got her on the arm. And that'll put Kirkpatrick at the line. She'll shoot 2. Kirkpatrick hasn't scored or attempted a free throw here tonight. First free throw up, curls over the front of the rim, no good. That touched every part of the rim and the backboard and didn't fall.
Yeah.
Second one. And that one crawls over the front of the rim and good. So she split the pair. Frontenac leading 44-31. 13-point advantage for the Raiders. 7:35 remaining in this one. Ginnivan over to Fields. Hands it off for Maddie Davis. Left wing for Ginnivan. Drives baseline. Lost it on the dribble. Saves it out for Davis. Over to Fields. Carmen to the basket. Shot in traffic. No good. And Kellerman pulls down the rebound. Hands it off for Ost. Ost across the timeline. Swings it left wing for Walker. Walker will load up a three, and it's good. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead for the Raiders. They were in control early. And now it's back to 10. 6:50 remaining, fourth quarter. Raiders basketball. Long three from Fields comes up short. Rebound tracked down in the corner for Prairie View. Walker with it. They can cut it to single digits here. Brown, nice bounce pass to Kellerman. Layup is good. 6:30 remaining, fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So a mini run here to cut it down to an 8-point lead for Prairie View. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 6:27 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac by 8. We're back in 30 seconds.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency record service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop. See them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace, 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac by 8. Got the basketball out of the timeout. Get Maddie Davis open for a baseline three. Bounced around. Oh, what a shooter's roll there. Maddie with the three-pointer puts the Raiders back up by 11. Prairie View a little out of control at the other end. Maddie with 9 in the game. There's a deflection and a steal. Bria Ginnivan with it. Frontenac by 11. 5:50 to play. Ginnivan kicks it out for Davis. Baseline left for Fields. Karma to the basket. Shot missed, but a whistle and a foul. They're going to get Grace Ost on the arm. And that will put Karma at the line, shooting 2. Karma with 11. She's the only Raider starter that hasn't attempted a free throw yet tonight. First one for Fields is up and good. 12 for Karma. (48-36), Frontenac by 12. She sinks the second one, so an 8-0 run by Prairie View to cut it to 8. Frontenac answered with a 5-0 run of their own to stretch it back to a 13-point advantage. Karma Fields with 13 points as they get it inside to Kellerman, and she lays it in. Kellerman, a nice player. She's got 12 points. Raiders by 11, 5:25 to play in this third quarter. Davis to the basket. Shot blocked by Kellerman, and then Kellerman traveled. Good job there by Davis not to give up on the play. 5:20 remaining, fourth quarter. Frontenac by 11, and they'll inbound it from underneath their own basket. Maddie Davis to play it in. Bombs it into Harper. It's deflected away and will stay right here with Frontenac. 49-38. This is a game, Heath, that Frontenac's played so well, particularly at the offensive end. And then you really can't say too much bad things about their defense either, the way they've rebounded and created turnovers. This is a game you want to see them win here to give them some confidence and some momentum. Fade away from Harper, missed. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and we'll stay here with Frontenac again.
Absolutely, and the way that they played that third quarter, I mean, nobody would have questioned if you'd have said that that was the team that was defending 4A Division II champions.
Yeah.
I mean, that was perfect basketball all of the third quarter.
Unselfish basketball, that was the key.
It's like they were fighting to see who would get the assist.
Yep. Maddie Davis down in the right corner. Lobs it in the backcourt for Karma Fields. Over to Rooms. This is the point in the game, as we've talked about the last couple of possessions. They want to be patient. Run that clock, no hurry. They try to shoot the ball. Harper, triple team, kicks it out for Fields. Extra pass to Peterson for three. Comes up short. Davis with the offensive rebound. Her follow is blocked. And then a gym tackle, which is called a jump ball. Alternating possession will stay here with Frontenac. If this girls' game has been this rough, can you imagine what the boys' game is going to be here?
I mean, if it's any correlation to how the boys' game is going to be, I mean, we could be in for some horse collar fouls, some yellow flags thrown out onto the court.
So Peterson traveled. Prairie View will take over. Down 11, 4:30 to play. And Prairie View's gone on a couple of runs here. If they've got another one in them, they can make this interesting. Kirkpatrick skips it over. Down in the corner to Brown. Over to Ost. Ost will dribble it from the top of the key down to the baseline. Tries to get it inside, and it's knocked away and stolen. Fields up the floor. And Wisely, just a sophomore, slowed it down. They get it in on the block for Harper. Harper shot. No good, and she carried it. 4:04 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac by 11, 49-38. Get it down in the corner for Walker. Up top for Brown. Brown to the hoop. And a whistle and a foul that's going to go on Karma Fields. Be her third, team ninth, excuse me, and that will put Haley Brown at the line shooting two. Brown has 4 points. This will be her first attempt at the foul line. First one up, no good. Harper clears the board for the Raiders. Harper will hand it off to Maddie Davis. She'll walk it across timeline. 3:40 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac by 11. Davis over to Rooms. Down to Taylor Peterson, running the weave. And this is what I like to see, Heath. Patience and run that clock. Got an 11-point lead, 3:25 to play. You run off 35, 40 seconds here and limit those possessions. That's almost as good as scoring this late in the game. Up by double digits. Bailey Rooms over to Peterson. Peterson back to Rooms. Pass deflected out of bounds, and we'll stay right here with Frontenac with 3:10 to play.
You know, as often as we bounce back in between, Pittsburgh State basketball and high school basketball, sometimes I forget that there's not a shot clock in high school ball, and that you can do something like that. You can just make little handoff passes for the last 4.5 minutes of the game if you're capable of it.
Frontenac inbounds it, gets it into Harper, and taken away by Ost. Out of bounds off of Prairie View, and it'll stay with Frontenac. The Raiders inbound it in the backcourt for Karma Fields. Fields showing some patience as the Buffaloes have switched to a man-to-man. Harper hands it off for Peterson. And on the block for Davis, and Davis will be fouled before the shot. I believe they got that one on Caitlin Davis, fouled Maddie Davis. Her second, team seventh, and Maddie will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Game started with Maddie shooting 5 free throws in the first minute of it. She's 4 of 6 from the line. Maddie with 9 points in the game.
And since we're talking about it, that's something that the CNC does well. I mean, almost every team in the CNC does well. Anytime I see a team go into the fourth quarter with a considerable lead, it seems like, the team that's in the lead has a great shot at keeping that lead because they're so good at just maintaining possession for 3 or 4 minutes at a time.
Well, this possession here started at 3:45. Raiders had it for 49 seconds. A couple of deflected passes out of bounds and results in a couple of free throws. And Davis hits the first, second one rattled in as well. 11 for Maddie. She's in double figures. The lead back to 13. Ost will bring it up. Spot up for an open three. Missed. Long rebound tracked down in the corner by Brown. Back to Ost. Down to Walker in the corner. She's hit 2 this game. This one too strong. Maddie Davis with the rebound. Davis dribbles through the defense. Over to Fields. 10-footer on the way. Missed. Probably a quick shot there, but Prairie View does the Raiders a favor and turns it over with 2:27 to play.
So after about 2.5 minutes, we've seen 2 points for the Frontenac Raiders and nothing for the Buffalo, and that's exactly the way that that Frontenac wants to play the game for the duration of this fourth quarter.
Timeout on the floor. 2:27 to play, fourth quarter. Raiders by 13. We're back in 1 minute.
Customer first, safety always. It's not just a tagline, it's the Watco way. By focusing on safety each and every day, of the future by protecting their customers, team members, community, and the environment. When Watco moves commodities by rail, river, and road, at home or across North America and Australia, their priority is to ensure that they deliver their loads safely and on time. Watco wishes all area teams a safe and successful season.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
2:27 to play, fourth quarter, 51-38. Frontenac by 13. Raiders will inbound at the sideline right in front of their bench. Trying to run some clock and ice away their third straight win to improve to 3-3 on the year. Win over Harmon, Coffeyville right before the break. A couple of wins and trying to open up with a win over Prairie View. And they call that touch foul on Bodiger. Out of all of the hard fouls and takedowns that have gone as no calls, Bodiger with literally a half of a hand check on Carmen. They whistled it, so that'll put Fields back at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Carmen's had a heck of a game here. She's got 12. 1 of 2 at the foul line. Make it 2 of 3 for her 13th point. Raiders by 14. Maria Ginnivan will check back in with 2:24 to play fourth quarter.
Yeah, we saw almost a full-on suplex on Ginnivan earlier with no whistle, and then just now, defender was feeling the fabric of the Frontenac jersey.
And Fields hits them both. She's 3 of 4 from the foul line, 14 points in the game. Raiders by 15. Brown and Oz playing catch to get it over to Walker. She just hit one a few moments ago from that same spot. Passed it up. Gets it over to Brown on the right wing. Backcourt for Ost. Back to Brown. Brown in the lane. Left-handed runner. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kellerman, and she lays it in. Abby Kellerman with 14 points. 8 of those here. Nice pass. I'm bringing Ginnivan to Maddie Davis, and another assist for the Raiders. Davis lays it in. Maddie with 13 points. The lead back to 15. Ost, the low line drive 3. Missed everything. Harper pulls down the rebound, and Martha stands up screaming, slow it down. 90 seconds to play, 15-point lead. No sense in forcing the issue. Davis over to Ginnivan. Backcourt for Fields, over to Harper. Harper to Ginnivan, down in the corner for Maddie. Frontenac running the weave. Maddie will hand it off for Harper. Down in the corner for Ginnivan. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Kirkpatrick. And that'll put Ginnivan back at the line shooting 2 as the Raiders in the double bonus now. No, that's just team foul number 9. It'll be the final 1-and-1 of the game with 1:07 to play. As Ginnivan, she's in double figures with 10, 2 of 2 at the foul line. We'll head back and shoot 2 between games here, and we'll hear from Frontenac boys head coach Ryan Barcelona. As Bria swishes that first one. She's perfect 3 of 3 at the foul line. Bria with 11, 7 of those in the second half. And she knocks it down again. The free throw shooting has been an advantage here to the Raiders. Up by 17, final minute. Prairie View almost turns it over, and they do. And give it back to Frontenac with 55.1 remaining.
Well, it certainly helps when you shoot nearly 20 more free throws than your opponent does.
And it started out with 7 straight free throws for Frontenac in about the first 2 minutes. Now they're going to give it back to Prairie View with 55.1 remaining. I don't really understand what the long discussion is about here, Heath. It's a 17-point game with 55 seconds to go.
Non-league matchup, 55 seconds.
Yeah.
9 possession lead.
Walker skips it across to Brown. Back to Bodeger, the freshman. She'll try a 3, comes up short. Harper with a rebound. And she'll lose it out of bounds. And it'll stay here with Prairie View. And this is why, Heath, you run clock when you get into a situation like this. Long 3 on the way, no good. Harper with a rebound. 35 seconds. Fields into the front court with 30. Over to Peterson. Peterson drives baseline, gets over to Davis. Davis in the backcourt for Harper. Over to Fields. Frontenac trying to run this clock out. 20 seconds. The Raiders going to win their third straight. Third straight by double digits. 12 seconds remaining. Peterson, are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
We're going to turn this into Kansas Jayhawk basketball.
Yeah.
Final 8.4 seconds left on the clock, and we're going to start fouling.
Maybe the spread was 16.5 as Kirkpatrick just fouled out of the ball game, and that'll put Taylor back at the line shooting 2s. The Raiders in the double bonus now. Taylor with 9 points or make it 11 in the game, 9 in the first half. Taylor is 2 of 3 from the foul line. And she will shoot 2 with 8.4 remaining. First one is up and good. As Coach Harper emptied the bench. And Peterson swishes it. She'll come out. Taylor hit them both. Finishes the game with 13 points. And the Raiders are going to win their third straight by double digits. 59-40. Get it down in the corner for Brown. Brown guarded 3. No good, and that'll do it. 59-40. Frontenac with the victory over Prairie View. Raiders led in scoring by Taylor Peterson with 13. Bria Ginnivan, added 12. Bria did a nice job at the free throw line tonight. 14 from Karma Fields. And they got 13 from Maddie Davis. Rounding out the scoring, Harper with 5 points for the Raiders, and Jaden Meyer added a free throw, and it was all Frontenac in this one. 59-40, they win. We'll step aside for our first break here between games. When we come back, we'll hear from Frontenac Raider head coach Ryan Barcelona to preview the boys' game. This is Frontenac Raider basketball. Girls win 59-40. We're back here to Prairie View with Coach Barcelona after this.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
What do you want from your bank?
security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville. Serving area residents since 1949.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
Quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency record service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
Save where you shop with Labette Bank's Bazing checking account. Use the Bazing app to find over 300,000 national and local discounts. Bazing also offers industry-leading identity theft protection, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, paying up to $200 for damaged phones, pharmacy, vision, and hearing savings. With Bazing checking, you get deals you want and protection you deserve. Stop by and ask us about Bazing at Labette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
This is Coach's Corner on ESPN 100.7. I'm Mike Snow. It's time to talk some Frontenac Raider basketball with our head coach, Ryan Barcelona. And, Coach, rough start before Christmas. We've talked about it before during our pregame chats. 0-6. You played a very good schedule, a lot of tough schools, and then you throw in the fact you played football until Thanksgiving. Kind of a little behind the eight ball as far as practice goes. But now we turn over the calendar to 2018. You're on the road at Prairie View, and you had an opportunity to come back and have some practices and put some things over Christmas break. Coach, almost seemed like preseason practices in a way.
No, absolutely. Just to finally get full practices where we can work on different things that you really wanted to put in before the year started, but you just had to hold off and kind of get to Christmas break. And it was nice we could do those things and spend more time concentrating on the little things. And actually, we just being able to see guys shoot the basketball and go through the hoop, that was good to see over the break too.
Yeah, and that's a lot of it. You wouldn't expect, obviously, legs, basketball shape, and all the things that would give you problems in the early season, but obviously shooting, how much of that is just getting into the gym and building some confidence?
Oh, yeah, a lot of it is. It's just a repetition where, we really haven't had 3 days in a row to stay in the gym and work on things, and we got those opportunities. We were able to get in a couple practices before Christmas break started, and then coming back, and we had guys staying, after practice coming in a little early before getting more shots up, and you could tell that, at the end of practice when we were able to get up and down a little bit, guys are getting more confident in their shot and just getting more chemistry with each other. That's just a new group this year. They're just able to get more time on the floor together, which was huge for us right now.
We're talking to Ryan Barcelona, the head coach of the Frontenac boys, here on Coach's Corner. And, you finished right before break with Carthage, Carl Junction, Mount Vernon, and Coffeyville. And, you talk about a tough schedule. When you play teams like that, you can get exposed. What are some of the areas after watching film and reviewing those games, Coach, that you need to improve upon moving forward?
The main thing is we want, to have better possessions. We had a lot of empty possessions. We're not even getting shot on goal, and that's, I know it's a good hockey term, but it's the same way in basketball. We want to get one or more shots down the floor, and we want to hold them to one or less. And we were just having a lot of possessions. It seemed like we get to the second half where we're not even getting a shot up before we turn it over, and we can't have those. And I think that was our biggest key that we were working on, and always rebounding. We always want to work on rebounding. Those are the two biggest issues we saw.
Well, you mentioned rebounding. Well, for the first in a while, you've got the height advantage. Most of the time when you take the floor, you got Noah Brooks, who's 6'5", 6'6". You've got Brock Ginnivan, 6'4", 6'5" kid, and then Hayden Powell, the freshman, 6'3", 6'4". You've been around Frontenac basketball a while. It's not common to have three guys that get minutes that tall.
No, it's really not. It's just, you have a long team like this, and it seemed like every game before Christmas break we were the shorter team somehow. Yeah. So, that's probably been the hardest part during Christmas break, is just keep encouraging kids to take the ball to the basket, because, they're looking at me like, Coach, we've been taking it, but there's a guy 6'8", 6'9" standing in the center when we go, and so hopefully we'll see more of that here in the new year, of just keep taking the ball to the rim, attacking the rim, and, just trying to realize that 6'8" kid's not in the middle right now, so you need to go to the rim.
And coming up tonight, you'll open up the 2018 portion of your schedule on the road at Prairie View, a game that you can watch on our website, live video, ESPN1007.com. And Prairie View's kind of been up and down. They've been a team that I remember first time Frontenac played them a couple years ago, they showed up. They were like 6'5", 6'6", 6'4", and had a couple of those guys look like they're D1 type football linemen. What does this year's version of Prairie View do that concerns you?
They shoot the ball real well from the outside. They got two or three guys that they get their feet set. They can really stroke the ball from the outside. And we got to do a good job of rebounding on those long rebounds and not giving them a second look. We got to put a lot of pressure on them. I feel like we've got to speed them up to get them to play at our speed. And I mean, that's one of the good things of playing in big schools, with 1,500 students, is they just, you just play at a different speed. And if we keep playing at that speed, it's harder for schools that haven't played at a speed like that just to get used to that difference. So, we can't slow down the game. We got to keep that pace up.
How important is it at this stretch of the season? I know you're playing for February and March and sub-state and trying to peak at that time, but I feel like you need to get some momentum now with Prairie View, Lewisburg, St. Paul next week, and then the following week, the very difficult Kansas Army National Guard Classic. So how important is momentum here early in January?
Oh, it really is. I mean, the main thing is we just got to keep getting better, and just get this new group to get confidence in each other and trust each other on the floor. That's the biggest thing, and I just feel like if we can get a win, it could start to steamroll and get confidence. But we got to play hard, and we got to play a full 32 minutes for that to happen. And if we don't, we're going to be in the same situation. And when we talk Tuesday, I mean, it's going to take a full game effort for us to get a W tonight. And
obviously, an injury report, and more like this time of year, the sickness report. Are you 100% healthy tonight?
We got a couple ankles that we're kind of worried about. I think one will be able to go. The other one, it's not looking like it. We'll see today how it's looking. We had some sickness in our JV kids, so hopefully that doesn't spread to the varsity kids. I know the flu's been going around pretty good, but so far we're pretty healthy.
Ryan Barcelona, head coach of the Frontenac Raiders, thanks for joining us here on Coach's Corner.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
From scoring the winning touchdown to walking in graduation, life is full of wonderful moments. But the best times can come with financial challenges, like paying for college or a room renovation. This is Brian Sutton, Market President of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. At Commerce, we make the harder stuff easy. Whatever your challenge is, we want to listen and help find solutions so you can focus on the good stuff, like cheering on your favorite team. Check us out at commercebank.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for tips on making the most of life. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted.
Community National Bank and Trust believes in our local schools and those who have committed themselves to our children. They would like to reward you with a premium banking product that offers Community National Bank and Trust excellent service coupled with a bounty of free banking products. Teacher's Choice is a checking account with no monthly service charge, unlimited check writing, no fee for cashier's checks, money orders and traveler's checks, and much more. Call or stop by today and visit one of their customer service representatives and find out how easy it is to open a Teacher's Choice account. Member FDIC.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hull Independent Rating System. This firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. And Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record. Every legal situation is unique, and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or she will treat your legal problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert & Towner is ready to provide you with that type of specialized assistance. With over 30 years of experience in Southeast Kansas, Gordy is ready to give you the personalized legal service your problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert & Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilburtontowner.com.
See their ad, names, and numbers.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, getting ready to start the boys contest here as the Frontenac girls win by 19. Improved to 3-3 on the year. We got a matchup here between 2-4 Prairie View and the 0-6 Frontenac Raiders. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for Prairie View. Starting for them, a 5'11 senior forward, Garrett Scott. A 6'3 senior forward, Levi Alcorn. A 6-foot junior guard, Blake Boediger, averaging 22 points a game through 6 games this season. Also starting, a 6-foot senior guard, Bryson Gregg. And rounding out the starting lineup, 6'2 senior forward Dayton Snyder. For the Frontenac Raiders, it's Blaine Baldwin, Daniel Watts, Jake Beckman, Brock Ginnivan, and Hayden Pyle for the Raiders. And their road blacks, white letters and numerals. And for Prairie View in their home whites, green letters and numerals trimmed in black. as well. Peyton Brown, as you heard there in the pregame interview, rolled his ankle during one of the practices over Christmas break, so he is not in the lineup tonight. It was a game time decision, Coach Farce told us, and he will play, just not in the starting lineup. So it's Baldwin, Watts, Beckman, Pyle, and Ginnivan in the lineup for the Raiders. Paul Colton making his way over here now.
I spoke to him out in the hallway. He seemed pretty excited. He acted like it was some big feat or some real challenging task to make it a whole hour and 15 minutes up here with Hughes riding shotgun.
Yeah, is that what he thought, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of what I fed into his head, too.
Yeah. Blaine Baldwin set to jump it up for the Raiders. Frontenac will move from left to right. Don't forget you can stream us online video, ESPN1007.com. So it's Levi Alcorn set to jump it up against Blaine Baldwin. Slapped into the backcourt, out of bounds, just like the girls' game started.
I was just about to say the same thing, yeah.
Tipped it out of bounds. It'll be Frontenac basketball. Brock Ginnivan will play it in from the sideline against the man-to-man defense here of Prairie View. Watts with it, right wing behind the arc, into Ginnivan on the block. Turnaround jumper is blocked, but a whistle and a foul. And that will put Brock at the line. He'll shoot 2 for the Raiders. His little sister Bria was 4-4 from the foul line in the girls' game. And Brock starts out and rolls the first one in. Ten seconds in, Frontenac up 1-0. Second one is up and good. Brock hit them both, 2-0 Frontenac, 10 seconds in. That foul was on Garrett Scott for Prairie View. Long pass over the top to Alcorn. Turnaround jumper is up and good. Levi Alcorn over the top of the press. Connects on his first shot. We're tied at 2. Nice pass inside from Ginnivan to Beckman. Jake is stripped. Takes it back up strong. Missed it. Boediger pulls down the rebound. Prairie View's leading scorer. He'll dribble all the way through the defense. Nice pass underneath. Shot missed. Rebound tipped around and tracked down by Beckman. Beckman up the floor to Baldwin. Baldwin, right wing behind the arc, kicks it up top to Ginnivan. Left wing for Daniel Watts. Open 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped around and out of bounds off of Frontenac. It'll go back to Prairie View. 7:04 to play first quarter. Tied at 2. Ginnivan with a couple of free throws. Alcorn with a layup for Prairie View. Open 3 ball at the other end for Prairie View. Missed. Boediger with a rebound. His follow blocked. Gets it back, kicks it out. Open 3 for Gregg. Rims out. Pyle had the rebound, lost it. Up top for Boediger. Top of the key 3, and it missed. And the rebound controlled by Ginnivan. Up the floor to Baldwin. Nice pass, and Blaine finishes at the hoop with the layup. 4-2 Frontenac. There's a deflection on the full court press and a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Daniel Watts.
We have seen zero patience offensively so far from both sides. I mean, it's been catch, shoot, catch, shoot, catch, shoot, drive, shoot.
Looks like a noon pickup game at the YMCA. So Scott tries to throw it up the floor, deflected away and stolen by Brock. Brock and Baldwin running the 2-on-1 break. Brock missed it, got it back, lays it in. 4 for Brock, 6-2 Frontenac. Boediger trapped in the backcourt, long pass over the top. Alcorn catches it and lays it in. Levi Alcorn with 4. Baldwin quickly up the floor, out of control, and he lays it in. Rampant pace here early on. Blaine's got 4. The lead's 8-4. Boediger was fouled in the backcourt by Hayden Powell. Hayden tried to stick that knee out and cut him off on the sideline, and they whistle him for the blocking foul, and it will stay Prairie View basketball as Dayton Snyder will inbound it. Gets it into Scott. Scott back to Snyder on the right wing. Left wing for Boediger. Over to Scott, now to Snyder. Back up top. Swing it left wing for Greg. Scott drives baseline through the Frontenac zone. Gives it up, gets it back. The leaner, too strong off the glass, and whistle and a foul. And Snyder will head to the line to shoot two as Daniel Watts just picked up his second.
Saw a little more patience that time. Still some early preemptive shots, but a little more passing and efficientness, I guess.
First one for Snyder, he got it.
Efficiency.
8-5, Frontenac by 3. Second one is up and good. 8-6. Raiders by 2. Baldwin up the floor. Prairie View switched to a 2-3 zone this possession. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay right here with the Raiders. 5:19 to play. Get it in the backcourt for Cooper Cleland, and nice pass inside to Baldwin, and it's blocked from Boediger. Boediger clears it up the left side of the floor, out of control. Draws a double team and lays it in. Boediger with his first two, came in averaging 22 a game. Ties it up at 8 apiece. Inside to Pyle, shot miss, rebound by Alcorn. He'll outlet it out to Scott in the corner for Snyder. Snyder's pass is deflected out of bounds and will stay right here with Prairie View. 4:45 to play, first quarter. We're tied at 8. They inbound it near half court for Boediger. Baldwin almost stole it away. Boediger with it into the lane. Lost it on the way up, stole it away. Beckman with it up the floor to Baldwin. Baldwin to the hoop, missed the layup. And Boediger clears it for Prairie View. Up the floor to Greg. Over to Snyder, long two on the way, comes up short. And the rebound pulled down by Beckman. Up the floor to Blaine Baldwin. Nice take by Beckman, and he lays it in. Nice move there by Jake Beckman. Making his first start, his first two of the game, 10-8. Frontenac by 2, 4-minute mark of this first quarter. Greg thought about a shot, trying to pass out of a double team, stolen by Pyle. He saved it in to Alcorn, and Alcorn kicked it to Snyder, who was standing in the backcourt.
Was that last take offensively by Frontenac? Was that a double clutch layup from the elbow of the free throw line?
That's what it looked like. It was a nice move.
My goodness.
As Beckman got inside there amongst the trees, and not a lot of height for Prairie View, but got a couple of guys
taller than him.
Yeah, listed 6'1", 6'2" in the program. Baldwin open for three. He'll take it. Shot missed. And Alcorn clears down the rebound. 10-8 Frontenac, 3:40 to play, first quarter. Prairie View with a basketball. Justin Scott running the point, gets it over to Alcorn. Open three on the right baseline, too strong off the glass. Scott battling his own guy for the rebound, lost it, got it back. Missed the shot. Cleveland with the rebound, up the floor to Pyle. Hayden to the hoop, count the bucket, and he's fouled. That foul was whistled on Levi Alcorn, his first, team second. As Riley Ryerson checks in for his first action of the night for Prairie View, and Hayden Pyle completes the three-point play. Hayden with 5 in the game. Ryerson up the floor. Layup is up and good by Jesse Weirs. His first two. And Weirs can make it a 2-point game with this free throw. Free throw missed. Rebound pulled down by Prairie View, and then he's fouled on the follow as Garrett Dayton Snyder, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. So Snyder at the line. He'll shoot two. First one up and good. (13-11) Frontenac. Second one for Snyder. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Frontenac. Up the floor. Beckman's shot missed. Riley Ryerson with a rebound. Throws it away. Stolen by Beckman. And Beckman has it taken away. Snyder with the steal. It's it over to Scott. Back to Snyder. Frontenac in that half-court trap. Other side for Scott. Open three ball, and he hit it. So Scott for three gives Prairie View their first lead, 14-13. 2:40 to play. Here in this first quarter, Ginnivan to the hoop, and a charging foul called. Riley Ryerson stepped in front, drew the charge. And Brock just picked up his second. Quickly, Blaine Baldwin will check back in for him. 14-13. Frontenac trails Prairie View by a point. 2:37 to play, first quarter. Get it into Scott. Back to Snyder. Middle of the floor to Ryerson. Ryerson all the way to the hoop. Shot over Brooks. Missed. Beckman had the rebound and lost it. And then it's knocked out of bounds off of Prairie View. And we'll go back to Frontenac with 2:27 to play. Baldwin up the floor against the 2-3 zone. Left wing for Cleland. Into Pyle. Nice pass to Brooks. Brooks spin move and he lays it in. Nice move for Noah Brooks. His first two of the game. 15-14. Frontenac retakes the lead. As they deflect the pass out of bounds, it'll stay with Prairie View. So Prairie View will play it in from the deep corner. Play it in with Alcorn. Left wing for Scott. Down in the corner, open two, missed off the front of the rim by Weirs, and the rebound pulled down by Pyle. Up the floor to Beckman, down in the corner for Cooper Cleland. Cleland will try a three, missed. Rebound out of bounds. Back to Prairie View with 1:50 to play for first quarter. 15-14, Raiders by a point. Both teams pressing, both teams offensively at times, a little out of control here early on. Snyder over the top of the press, and a whistle and a foul as Noah Brooks commits his first. Team seventh with 1:44 to play in the first quarter. Prairie View already in the bonus. Jesse Veers at the line shooting a 1-on-1.
And that's something that you have to avoid if you're going to run the full court press. That defeats the whole purpose of running the press if you foul, because it not only brings the ball over to their side of the court, but now you're in the bonus and they get to shoot anyway for free.
And Veers hits his first free throw. He's one of two at the line, 3 points in the game. And he hits the second one as well, 4 points for Veers. Prairie View back on top, 1:44 to play. First quarter, 16-15. Frontenac trails. Baldwin with it right wing. Left wing for Cooper Cleland. Over to Beckman, back to Cleland. Nice pass into Hayden. Pyle lobs it up for Noah Brooks, and Brooks is fouled. That one's on Dayton Snyder. And Frontenac will inbound it with 89 seconds to play first quarter. They trail 16-15. Get it in the corner for Baldwin. Top of the key for Beckman. Beckman to the hole, throws it away. Right to Snyder. Snyder will hand it off for Scott. Back to Snyder on the right wing. Over to Veers in the corner. Top of the key for Snyder. Drives into the lane, stolen away by Pyle. Pyle up the floor, layup is up and good. And Prairie View quickly turns it over on the inbound. 5 for Hayden. The Raider lead is 1, and they will take a timeout. 1 minute to play, first quarter, Raiders by a point. We're back in 30 seconds.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of 2 major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
Exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
17-16, Frontenac by a point. Final minute of this first quarter. Pass was deflected out of bounds. We'll stay right here with the Raiders. Cleveland gets it in the backcourt for Watts. Back to Cleveland. He'll try 3. Left baseline. This one rims out. Ball tipped from Baldwin to Pyle, and it's knocked away and stolen by Veers. Veers up the floor to Scott. Scott splits a double team, missed the shot. Veers with the rebound. This follows up and good. And Jesse Veers off the bench, keeping the Buffaloes in it. He's got 6 off the bench. 18-17, Prairie View by a point. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. Watts over to Cleveland. Right wing for Baldwin. Left wing for Watts. Back to Cooper. Inside to Pyle. Pyle's jumper bounced around and falls. Good first quarter here for Hayden. Hayden's got 7. Ryerson over the top of the press. Traveled, no call. Then he lost it on the dribble. Now it's loose on the deck. And a jump ball. And the alternating possession will go to Prairie View. And that's a break for the Raiders. So that means they'll get it at the start of the second quarter. 1.6 to play first quarter, and Frontenac trails 19-18. Snyder to play it in, gets it into Ryerson. Ryerson shoots it, no good at the buzzer, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. 19-18, Frontenac leads. We're back with your second quarter in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Canar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Community National Bank and Trust believes in our local schools and those who have committed themselves to our children. They would like to reward you with a premium banking product that offers Community National Bank and Trust excellent service coupled with a bounty of free banking products. Teacher's Choice is a checking account with no monthly service charge, unlimited check writing, no fee for cashier's checks, money orders and traveler's checks, and much more. Call or stop by today and visit one of their customer service representatives and find out how easy it is to open a Teacher's Choice account. Member FDIC.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Raider basketball to start the second quarter. Get it inside to Ginnivan. Out to Watts, over to Cleveland. He'll try a 3, top of the key, missed it. And the rebound's pulled down by Alcorn. 19-18, Frontenac by a point. Bodiger, their leading scorer, averaging a little over 22 points a game. Only 2 points in that first quarter. They get it to him again, takes it up strong and lays it in. He's a guy you don't want to get going, especially with easy baskets like that. He's got 4. Prairie View retakes the lead, 20-19, 7:20 to play first half. Lob inside to Baldwin, and he lays it in. Nice play. Pass there from Jake Beckman. Baldwin with 6. 21-20 Frontenac, 7:08 to play first half. Greg breaks the pressure, gets it over to Bodiger. 15-foot jumper on the way, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Off of Prairie View. It'll go back to Frontenac. .6:55 to play, first half, 21-20. Frontenac by a point. Watts lost it on the dribble. Out of bounds off of Prairie View. Now the officials are going to talk about it. I think they're going to overturn this. They talked about it, but they'll leave it with Frontenac. Very rarely see that when there's a discussion, but they don't turn it over. Lob it in to Ginnivan on the left elbow. One dribble, takes it up strong, missed it. A tip, no good, keeps it alive, saves it over to Baldwin. Up top for Beckman. To Cleland, over to Watts. Daniel lost it on the dribble again, right into the hands of Cleland. Right wing for Baldwin. Baldwin hands it off for Watts, and Frontenac will reset. 6:30 to play, first half, 21-20. Raiders by a point here on the road to Prairie View. Cleland, high post for Baldwin. Lobs it into Ginnivan, and Brock lays it in this time. Nice move. A little high-low game. 5 for Brock. Make it 6 for Brock, excuse me. Bodegar at the other end, lobs it inside for Alcorn, gets it back. Pass is deflected away, stolen by Cooper. Cooper up the floor to Baldwin, nice catch in traffic, and Blaine lays it in. I thought that pass was a little too high and too hot for him. 4 straight by Blaine, he's got 8. There's another deflection by Cleland. Over to Ginnivan, up the floor to Beckman. Jake, layup good. 4 for Beckman and a 6-0 run. And force Prairie View to call a timeout. 27-20 Frontenac, 5:43 to play in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency wrecker service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
27-20, Frontenac with the lead. And point guard Scott tried to throw a length of the floor pass there, and they turn it over right after the inbounds pass. So Frontenac by 7. And they will turn it back over. Back to Prairie View, up by 7. Greg in the backcourt, hands it off for Bodegar. Bodegar swings it left wing, now gets it back. Swings it right side for Scott. Over to Goff, back to Scott. Scott tries a guarded 3 and he knocks it down. High arcing 3. I think that one scraped the ceiling. 27-23, Frontenac by 4. Watts forces a quick 3 at the other end, no good. Rebound pulled down by Goff of Prairie View. Get it over to Bodegar. Bodegar traveled. And it'll go back to Frontenac, leading by 4 with 4:40 to play. Frontenac with the basketball. Ginnivan down on the baseline for Baldwin. Baldwin lost it. Goff took it away and then lost it out of bounds off of the Raiders. It'll go back to Prairie View. Good effort there by Goff. And Prairie View, despite being 2-4, playing 10 kids here early on. Not much drop-off from the starting lineup. Bodegar will run the point against the half-court trap. Baldwin deflects it. Bodegar tracks it down, gets it back. Kicks it out for Goff. Open 3 left wing. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ginnivan. Wing to the floor. Outlet pass to the other foul line to Pyle, and Hayden lays it in. Wow, nice play there by the big guys. 9 for Pyle. The lead is 6. Another pass deflected by Frontenac. I tell you what, Jake Beckman making his first start tonight, Heath, and his effort on the defensive end, it's one of those guys that may be hard to keep him out of the lineup.
Yeah, and what the Buffalo lack in size, they're definitely all making up for in ball handling. All of them are capable of taking over at the point guard position. This is an impressive team for a 2-4 team, no doubt.
Left wing for Scott, kicks it over to Goff. 29-23, Frontenac by 6. Goff will try another three. This one right side, it missed. Ryerson with a rebound. Lost it out of bounds off of Frontenac. And you know, on a simple who knocked the ball out of bounds, this crew has really struggled with it tonight. And you know where they struggle? You just blow the whistle and point one direction instead of standing there looking at everybody. There's a deflection and a steal by Ginnivan. Brock up the floor through the defense. Should have been called for another charge, but he turned it over. Up the floor to Scott. Over to Goff. Goff hands it off for Scott. Tries a long three, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Pyle. He'll take it up the other end of the floor. Lost it on the way up and laid it in. He was lucky there. 11 for Pyle. The lead is 8, 31-23. Right around 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Long three, fake, as he'll take it to the basket. Missed it. Bodiger, offensive rebound. His putback comes up short. Beckman with a rebound. Up the floor to Baldwin. Blaine through the defense and a whistle on the charge on Blaine Baldwin.
Yeah, like
no way he was set.
No. Yeah, but like you were saying, on those batted passes where you don't really know which side, the worst thing you can do is wait for the player or the crowd reaction, then base your judgment off of that, because then the crowd will go nuts one way or the other, and you will get figuratively crucified.
8-point lead, 2:45 to play, first half. Scott brings it across the timeline against the half-court trap. Left wing for Goff. He'll try a guarded three. It's blocked by Cooper Cleland into the hands of Jake Beckman. Beckman up the floor, across the timeline, down in the corner for Cleland. Up top for Ginnivan. Brock will try a three. Missed it. Cleland with another board. Skips it left wing for Baldwin. Blaine will try a three, no good. Another board for Cooper. Second on the offensive end, over to Pyle. He'll try a three, no good. The bigs figure if Cooper, one of the guards, can get 3 rebounds in a row, they'll keep jacking it up from 3. And a whistle and a foul there on that rebound.
It's like an Aaron Rodgers free play at that point. I mean, why not just go for it?
And that foul is whistled on Jake Beckman, his first, team 9th. And that'll put Riley Ryerson at the line, shooting 2 at the other end. One of the best names of the night, Riley Ryerson. First one is up and good. Good looking stroke there. 31-24. Frontenac up 7. Second one missed. Split the pair. Beckman up the floor. Kicks it over to Pyle. Pyle to the basket. The leaner no good. The rebound tipped around and out of bounds. Off of Prairie View, and it'll stay here with Frontenac. 2:01 to play. They inbound it to Baldwin. Comes up short. Gets his own rebound. Way to follow your shot. And then he's whistled for a charge. Are you kidding me?
I would have been almost okay with a traveling violation called on that one rather than a charge. There's no way it was set. There's a possibility he traveled. No way he was set.
It's the second charge that Ryerson is drawn here, both on Baldwin, and I didn't think he was set for either one. 7-point lead, 1:50 to play. Bodiger down in the corner, skips it near side. Up top for Scott, long three on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cleland. Cooper up the floor, kicks it right wing for Baldwin, over to Beckman. Left wing for Brock. 90 seconds to play, inside to Pyle, turnaround jumper's good. That's there all day if the Raiders just let it develop.
They've been great at that shot, too. This is the mid-range turnaround shot, real quick.
13 for Pyle. Get it into Ryerson. Turnaround jumper over Ginnivan, too strong. Rebound tipped around. Brock comes away with it. Raiders by 9, 1:12 to play. Nice pass up the floor. Good ball fake for Pyle. Count it. And he's fouled. Now they blow the whistle again, and they're not sure. Now they're going to talk about it.
Coach Vars is
there's nothing
all the debate he can, but there's nothing really to debate. That's an and one.
Yeah, then now they count it after they take a vote. It passed 2-1. So Pyle will head to the line. Hayden with 15, 8 this quarter. And he can add to it with his second and one. As Brooks and Watts will check back in for the Raiders with 1:09 to play. That's the key to being official. If you make the wrong call, blow the whistle, make the call, and people won't be as mad as if you blow the whistle and stand there and look at the other two guys. Pyle rattles in that free throw. Hayden off to a good start here. He's got 16 points. Raiders by 10. Pass deflected out of bounds. Up on the stage, back behind the band. And it'll stay with Prairie View. Bounced off the bass guitar and the bass drum. Scott to play it in. Gets it into Ryerson. Ryerson to the hoop, kicks it out. Open three ball, no good. And Brooks clears the rebound. Outlet pass deflected into the backcourt. Prairie View tracks it down. Raiders by 10 in a very sloppy first half here. Over to Scott. Open three ball on the way, no good. And Cooper Cleveland pulls down the rebound. 40 seconds to play first half. Up 10, like to see Frontenac hold it for one shot. Coach Marsh was trying to get their attention. It's deflected away and stolen by Bodiger. Bodiger to the hoop, layup good. He's got 6, as we said, coming averaging over 22. It's down to 8, and you hate to see a scorer get ignited by an easy bucket. Quick shot at the other end by Beckman, probably ill-advised there. And the rebound pulled down by Prairie View. And then a foul at the other end on Hayden Pyle, and that'll result in 2 free throws by Garrett Scott.
Well, after this 12.8 second period is over with, I imagine Coach Barcelona is going to have several words to say to his young men about patience and about fundamentals, and especially control, being able to control themselves and keep out of foul trouble.
Every time there's a whistle, there's a discussion. I mean, it's
every time.
It's almost like watching an NFL football game. Is it a catch or not? Let's go to New York and look on the iPad.
We've got to call in an analyst.
Well, now
that's Rick Harrison. He's calling in an expert to see if they're going to buy this foul or not.
So with 12.8 to play, we will shoot 2 after a long discussion, and it's up and good. No, I think it's right. Yeah.
But Frontenac is still holding on to a 7-point lead.
Second one for Scott. He hit him. 12.8 to play. Going to pick him up a little full court press. Beckman to Ginnivan. Back to Beckman. Into the front court with 8 seconds. Kicks it out to Baldwin. Top of the key for Cleveland. Over to Ginnivan. It's knocked away and stolen with 3 seconds. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And Vars is beside himself, and he has every right to be. Foul on Ginnivan with 0.6 seconds remaining.
And here on the other side of the court, some men in black were laid out 100%, like a full-on football move. Shoulder first, laid out.
Justin Scott will head to the line to shoot 2, and he missed the first one. Ball don't lie.
Unreal.
34-28. Frontenac by 6. Second one, no good, and that'll do it for the first half. 34-28 Frontenac. In the last 2 minutes of the half, completely out of control and sloppy. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, take a look at the first half numbers, get you set for the second half after this. Raiders by 6. This is Frontenac Raider basketball.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
And local discounts. Bazing also offers industry-leading identity theft protection, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, paying up to $200 for damaged phones, pharmacy, and hearing savings. With Bazing checking, you get deals you want and protection you deserve. Stop by and ask us about Bazing at Labatt Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at LaneLordBballCamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have seen tremendous success over the past several years, and they begin their recruiting at these camps, with over 20 former campers being signed. Visit LaneLordBballCamps.com.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Back here in halftime, Frontenac 36-28, and you know, honestly, Heath, for about the first quarter, Frontenac played great. Not that they played bad in the second quarter, but the pace of the game was dictated by the officiating, really, for both teams. About that last 2.5, 3 minutes, you know, and this happens at every level. And this is my biggest complaint about basketball officials. Not any for this game, not saying that it's bad. This happens at every level. You watch basketball on television, whether it's NBA, Division I, you go watch Pitt State play, you go watch junior college basketball in the Jayhawk Conference, and at the high school level, you have a guy take the ball to the basket at one end, a big collision, no foul called, the other team goes in transition the other way, and a guy gets touched and they call a foul. And that has happened for both teams tonight. And then the other thing that I think is getting the crowd on these officials, as we alluded to in the first half, is a dead ball rebound. Ball hits the rim, they tip it out of bounds, they blow the whistle. Just make a call, even if it's wrong. And most of the time, people aren't going to be able to tell, especially in a big huddle of guys underneath the basket. Just make the call. The problem they're running into is they're blowing the whistle and then leaning around trying to see people to make eye contact when it's the guy underneath the basket's call. And then you start getting the crowd on your case about that. And, you know, in a 8-point ball game, 36-28, they have managed to make both fan bases here very angry at them in the second quarter.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that last call against Ginnivan, when Coach Vars was up in the official's face and getting, screaming angry and as he probably should. That never would have happened if there had been some consistency in the calling earlier in the game. I mean, if there had been some kind of, this is the way I saw the play. As soon as I blew the whistle, I called it the way I saw it. Then there probably would not have been any dispute by Vars or anybody in the building. They would have just seen it as it was and taken it like that. But instead we see this indecisiveness and we see, we're just wait on these other two guys and just have a majority rule vote on which way the call should be made, and that angers quite a bit of people in this building. But nonetheless, yeah, like you said, that first quarter Frontenac did an exceptional job of controlling the ball and making their own tempo. The second quarter was way harder for them to do anything as far as tempo is concerned because they were constantly being whistled for things that they shouldn't be whistled for and being dragged down by being completely laid out on the ground by somebody and getting no whistles. They're stuck on the backside of the play. That turns into a 5-on-2, 5-on-3 for the Buffalo, and it's just a bad ordeal that whole time in the second quarter. But nonetheless, the Frontenac Raiders are still on top by 8 points.
So they're up 8. They got the score fixed. Paul Coltonson to my left said they missed 2 points on the scoreboard. He's correct. 36-28, Frontenac by 8. Hayden Powell leads all scorers in the game with 16. We'll take our final 3-minute break at the halftime. Come back with the start of the second half. Raiders by 8 at Prairie View. This is Raider basketball on Radio X.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at LaneLordBBallCamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have seen tremendous success over the past several years, and they begin their recruiting at these camps, with over 20 former campers being signed. Visit LaneLordBBallCamps.com.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
From scoring the winning touchdown to walking in graduation, life is full of wonderful moments, but the best times can come with financial challenges, like paying for college or a room renovation. This is Brian Sutton, Market President of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. At Commerce, we make the harder stuff easy. Whatever your challenge is, we want to listen and help find solutions so you can focus on the good stuff, like cheering on your favorite team. Check us out at commercebank.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for tips on making the most of life. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour record service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69, Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics. When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at Crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
36-28, both teams hopefully cooled off in the locker room at halftime and come back and have a well-played second half. The first quarter, like I said, about halfway through the second quarter. Good basketball played, and then it got a little out of control in that last 2.5, 3 minutes of that game. Let's see, it will be Prairie View basketball to start this second half.
Looks like Coach Barse is having a conversation with the head official about some of the things that took place there in that second quarter. Maybe they can eradicate some of those same problems here in the second half.
From Prairie View, have Scott, Alcorn, Bodiger on the floor, along with Bryson Gregg. And Dalton Snyder will inbound it. And we're going to have another discussion with.
Yeah, we haven't even thrown the ball inbounds, and we're already having another discussion between the three officials. I don't understand. I don't get it. The indecisiveness between these three.
What are we talking about here?
I don't think anybody in the building knows. I don't think.
I mean, the only thing that could be in question at this point is the alternating possession. What is the deal? Maybe they're having a discussion about the popcorn they had during halftime. Was it
buttery enough, salty enough?
Now they're going to come over and explain something to Coach Barse. I'm not sure exactly what it could be the issue. Now both crowds trying to.
We may be setting a Guinness World Record for the longest time in between the end of the halftime break and the first pass inbounds.
We've had more conversations between coaches and officials in this game and a half up here than what we've had all season. Now they're going back to the scores table. It's 36-28. It was 34-28. They reviewed the scorebook. Hayden Piles and one. They got it right. And now we're ready to play. And that makes both fan bases happy. Here we go. Snyder will inbound it. Gets in the back court to Scott. Over to Bodiger. Dribbles in out of control. Shot over Ginnivan. No good. And the rebound's pulled down by Beckman. Beckman up the floor right to left. Kicks it out for Watts. Daniel thought about a three for a moment. Swings it right side to Ginnivan. Prairie View going to start out defensively in a 2-1-2 zone to open up this third quarter. Brock pump fakes a three. Gets it inside to Baldwin. Left wing for Watts. Daniel drives baseline. Tries to dump it off the pile. And it's deflected away and stolen.
Good idea on the bounce pass, just was not expected by the intended receiver.
Bodiger, right wing jumper for Scott, and he rattled it in. Garrett Scott for three, 36-31. Frontenac by 5. We're a minute into this second half. Watts, left wing, over to Ginnivan between the circles. Left wing for Daniel. Daniel try a three, missed it. Bodiger with a rebound. He'll race it up the floor. Coast to coast, layup good. Bodiger, 22.2 points a game. He's got 8 now. And Baldwin out of control, lost it in the lane. Over to Pyle. Pyle double team, shoots over the double team and gets it to go. He's got 18. 38-33, Frontenac by 5. Raiders picking them up, little half court trap. Scott with it near half court. Skips it down in the corner. Over to Snyder. Snyder has it taken away by Baldwin. Up the floor to Beckman. Jake coast to coast. Nice dish off the pile. Hayden can't handle it. It goes out of bounds. Back to Prairie View. As Cooper Cleland checks in and replaces Daniel Watts. Garrett Scott will walk it up. Frontenac in their 1-3-1 half-court trap. Over to Snyder. Snyder's pass deflected out of bounds. And we'll stay right here with Prairie View. Snyder set to inbound it. Gets it up top for Bodiger. Bodiger on the baseline for Snyder. 10-footer, contested shot, missed everything. Beckman with the rebound, had it, lost it. Saved into Cleveland, and he'll bring it up right to left into Pyle. Hayden was triple teamed, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to go on Prairie View. That's on Snyder. And Riley Ryerson will check in. He'll replace Levi Alcorn. As Cooper Cleveland will play it in underneath the basket for Frontenac. In the backcourt for Baldwin. In the high post for Pyle. Hayden, big collision there, no foul called. Over to Beckman, he's stripped. No foul again. Over to Ginnivan. Down on the baseline for Pyle. Inside to Beckman. Jake's layup is up and good. 40-33, Frontenac by 7. 5:30 to play, third quarter. Snyder up the floor. Nice pass inside to Ryerson. Ryerson across the lane to Bodiger. Bodiger to the basket, shot over Ginnivan, no good. And Cooper Cleveland clears the board for Frontenac. Up the floor to Baldwin. Baldwin in the lane. Another collision, no foul called. And Snyder clears the board for Prairie View. The other end, little Euro step, scoop shot around Cleveland is up and good by Dayton Snyder. 50-35, Frontenac by 5. Baldwin thought about the three, lost it, stolen away by Scott. Scott to the basket, layup good. 40-37, Raiders by 3, 4:40 to play third quarter. Ginnivan will bring it up the floor. And we've got a timeout. It's a 4:35 remaining third quarter. Frontenac by 3. We're back to Prairie View in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball.
Having a confident smile can change everything. And Invisalign makes that decision easy because you can have a stunning smile without most people even knowing you're going through treatment. Saya Smile Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each aligner will gradually shift your teeth perfectly into place, giving you the smile you always dreamed of. Call Saya Smile Center today for your no-cost consultation. Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X, 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac ball out of timeout. Run a lob to Baldwin. Can't connect on the reverse layup. Prairie View clears it. Now they take it away. The Raiders do. And then a whistle and a foul on Scott, and it is getting chippy. As Garrett Scott whistled for his second, team second. And Noah Brooks checks in and replaces Blaine Baldwin. Ginnivan inside to Brooks. A charging foul on Noah Brooks. Riley Ryerson has drawn 4 charges here for Prairie View.
I'm not the guy that criticizes what the call is by an official, but I don't think these guys know what a charge is.
4-minute mark, third quarter. Prairie View trails by 3. And a touch foul on Hayden Pyle. At the other end, 3 on Hayden. Second team foul on the Raiders. They inbound it in the backcourt. Over to Veers, down in the corner for Scotty. He'll try a three to tie it up. Airballs it. Brooks with a rebound. Outlet pass is stolen away by Justin Scott. He takes it to the hoop, lays it in. It's a 1-point game, 3:45 remaining, third quarter. 40-39 Frontenac. Ginnivan will bring it up against the 2-3 zone. Over to Cleveland. Up top for Beckman. Right side for Ginnivan. Gets it in the post for Brooks. Brooks lost it, got it back, lost it again. And Snyder clears it away for Prairie View. And then a blocking foul at the other end on Jake Beckman. Kel Franklin will check in and replace Noah Brooks.
As someone who doesn't have an honest dog in this race, that was a charge 3 possessions ago.
Snyder inbounds it.
And a step over the half-court line.
Yeah. And then a holding foul underneath, or on Riley Ryerson as Cooper Cleveland comes away with it, and he grabs him by the shorts to keep the fast break. That's the first on Ryerson, third team foul on Prairie View, and this is interesting. This is really getting interesting. 3:12 to play, third quarter. Frontenac been without Peyton Brown and Jake Wilbert this entire game. They have a 1-point lead with 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter, 40-39. Cleveland left wing. On the backcourt for Beckman. Over to Ginnivan. Ginnivan open for three, and he hits it. Big shot there for Brock. Stretches it back to a 4-point lead. 2:50 to play, third quarter. Justin Scott running the point. Gets it over to Veers. Veers hands it off for Snyder. Back to Scott. Scott in the lane. Kicks it over to Garrett Scott. He'll swish a three. A big answer there by Prairie View. 43-42, 2:25 to play third quarter. Ginnivan running the point. Gets it down in the corner for Pyle. Hayden double teamed and fouled. I'll say it was on the floor before the shot. They whistle that one on Garrett Scott. His third, team fourth. And Frontenac will inbound it. Leading by a point underneath their own basket. Get it at the left elbow for Pyle. He'll elevate and shoot it from there. No good. And over the back foul on Cooper Cleveland on the rebound. Third on Coop. 14 foul on Frontenac. And Barcelona's going to call timeout. It's a 30. We'll take it with them. 2:10 to play, third quarter, 43-42. Frontenac leads by a point. We're back in 30.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
2:10 to play, third quarter, 43-42. Frontenac with a lead, going to pick Prairie View up in a little full court pressure. Ryerson up the floor. Clears it ahead to Veers. Back to Justin Scott. Frontenac going man-to-man here. Scott picks up his dribble. Over to Garrett Scott. It's a ball screen. Picks it up between the circles. Down to Justin Scott. Baseline left. He drives, lowers his shoulder, and they whistle him for traveling. 1:45 to play, third quarter. Frontenac by a point, and we'll have the basketball. Down in the corner for Pyle, 95 seconds. Over to Ginnivan, right wing. Left wing for Cooper Cleveland. Ginnivan thought about another three, left wing for Coop. Back to Brock. Brock will take it, top of the key. Miss it. Out of bounds, back to Prairie View. Cale Franklin checks in with 1:19 remaining. 43-42 Frontenac. Led by 8 at halftime. Garrett Scott across the timeline. Picks up his dribble, hands it off for Justin Scott. Has it knocked away and stolen by Beckman. Jake to the basket. Layup good, and he's fouled. Great play there by Jake Beckman. Puts the Raiders up 45-42 with 57.7 to play, third quarter. And he will head to the line for a three-point play. Free throw up and good. Big three-point play there by Jake. Puts the Raiders up 4, 55 seconds to play, 46-42. Ryerson out of control, and they bail him out with a foul. Alex Johnson going to be whistled for his first. Team fifth, and Ryerson will head to the line to shoot two. The first free throw up and no good.
It does not feel like only a 4-point advantage. It does not feel that way at all.
51.4 to play, third quarter. 46-42. Ryerson at the line. Shooting a second of two. He missed the first one. Second one crawls over the front of the rim and in. Low line drive there, cleared the front of the rim and good. 46-43, Frontenac with the basketball and a three-point lead. Franklin to Beckman, right side to Ginnivan. In the backcourt for Franklin, or Beckman, now Franklin with it left wing, over to Brock. Brock near half court. Frontenac going to hold it for one, going to try to shorten the game and stay out of foul trouble. 25 seconds, Ginnivan. Left wing for Baldwin. 18 seconds. Baldwin wasn't ready for the pass. It goes off his chest and out of bounds. Now Prairie View has a chance with a three to tie it with 14.6 remaining in the third quarter. As Cleveland and Johnson will check back a little defense to replace Ginnivan and Pyle so they don't pick up another foul. Boediger inbounds it, gets it back to Justin Scott. Scott cross half court, all the way to the bat. That's got to be double dribble, doesn't it? He jumps up. Kel Franklin will clear, and that'll be the end of a ridiculous third quarter. 46-43, Frontenac by 3. And we're back with your fourth quarter in 1 minute.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
46-43, Frontenac with the basketball. Ginnivan, Beckman, Baldwin, Pyle, and Cleland will have the first possession of the fourth quarter. Cleland right wing for Baldwin. Over to Ginnivan, top of the key for Pyle. Left wing for Beckman. Jake dribbles baseline, lobs it up top for Pyle on the left elbow. Nice pass underneath to Cleland, good ball fake. Cooper is fouled on the shot attempt, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. So Frontenac up 3, 7:33 to play. Cooper Cleland at the line shooting two as Riley Ryerson's whistled for his second foul. And Cleland's first free throw bounced around and good. Two possession lead for Frontenac, 47-43. Frontenac by 4. Second one is up and good. Two big free throws there by Coop. Stretches it out to a 5-point lead. Scott gets the ball screen from Bodiger. Bodiger with it on the right wing. He'll try a guarded three over Baldwin, missed. Rebound tipped around, Justin Scott with it. Follow over Pyle, no good. And Ginnivan clears the board, up the floor to Baldwin. Baldwin ahead on the break to Cooper Cleland. Good ball fake, Cooper missed the layup. The rebound pulled out of there by Snyder. That would have been huge, put Frontenac up 7 here with 7 minutes to play. They lead by 5, 48-43. Scott to the right wing. Kicks it down to the baseline for Garrett Scott. Backcourt for Snyder. Between the circles, left wing for Bodiger. Bodiger step back 2 over Baldwin, missed it badly. Beckman with a rebound, up the floor to Baldwin. Blaine to the hoop, layup good. 50-43, Frontenac by 7. 4 straight to open up the fourth quarter. They'll stretch it to a 3-possession lead. Justin Scott gets the ball screen, dribbles down to the right wing, hands it off for Bodiger. Over to Ryerson, it's deflected, stolen away by Ginnivan. Brock to the hoop, left-hand layup, good. Raiders by 9, 52-43, 6:14 to play. Bodiger over to Garrett Scott, NBA 3 on the way, no good. Ryerson tracks down the rebound, saves it right to Ginnivan. Brock will bring it up the floor. Coast to coast, layup, missed. Pyle with a rebound, blocked from behind, and Brock caught it, but he was out of bounds. $5:53 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac leads by 9.
Very fast, short possessions for both sides. Catch and drive, catch and shoot.
Bryson Gregg will check in and replace Bodiger. Mason Walker will check in as well for Prairie View. He'll replace Riley Ryerson. Frontenac picking him up. Half court, man-to-man. Scott across the timeline, dribbles between the circles. Swings it left wing for Veers. Up top, open three for Gregg, and he swished it. Bryson Gregg cuts it to a 6-point Frontenac lead, 52-46. 5:25 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac needs to be patient here. Pass it around, eat up about 45 seconds. They get it into Baldwin, turnaround jumper's up and good. That's a good shot right in the heart of that zone. And Scott almost turned it over on the inbound. 54-46, Raiders by 8. 5:08 to play, fourth quarter. Scott trying to put on a Harlem Globetrotters clinic there at half court. That's got to be back court. Now Snyder with it, a little out of control. Hands it off for Gregg. Gregg up top for Scott. Scott kicks it out, Veers open three, miss. And Baldwin clears the board for Frontenac. Up the floor to Cleland. Cooper to the basket, and this time he hits the layup. Raiders by 10, 4:35 to play. Scott Gets a ball screen from Snyder. Right side for Gregg. He'll put it on the floor, dribble it top of the key. Now the pass deflected away and almost lose it, and somehow he gets it back. 4:15 to play. Weston Scott calling for a ball screen. Puts it down in the left baseline for Veers. Veers drives it in the lane. The runner too strong. Rebound tipped around, and Baldwin clears it. Playing up the floor, leaves it for Pyle. Pyle kicks it out for Cooper Cleveland for three. No good. Rebound tipped around, and Gregg clears it for Prairie View. 56-46. The Raiders by 10. Last couple of possessions, they're playing like they're down 10. Cleveland pressuring Scott. Down in the corner for Veers. Veers pull up 10-footer, and he got it. 56-48. 3:25 to play. Fourth quarter. Ginnivan will walk it up against the zone. And just dribble it right there at half court. Still not closely guarded. No need to do anything until they force you to. Over to Cooper Cleveland, into Pyle. Pyle shot missed. Baldwin with the rebound. And the follow's up and good, and he's fouled. 58-48. Raiders by 10. And Baldwin can add to that with an and one here.
Every Buffalo offensive possession for the last, 6 or 7 possessions at least, probably more than that, has started off with number 4 taking the ball across the half-court line, calling for an on-ball screen, and then deciding which way to go afterwards. If they would just start switching off on the screen, switching defenders.
We got a timeout on the floor.
Much better time.
Yep, timeout on the floor. 3:06 to play in this one. Raiders by 10. They'll shoot a free throw when we return after this minute timeout. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Baldwin completes the three-point play, puts the Raiders up 11, and then Prairie View turns it over again, and Ginnivan takes it to the hole, and he's whistled for, or Garrett Scott, whistled for a foul, and that'll put Brock at the line shooting 2, trying to add to this an 11-point lead. A couple here, barring a complete meltdown. As Ginnivan rattles that first one in, puts them up 12, 60-48. Second one, in and out, no good. Raiders by 12. 2:50 remaining in this fourth quarter. Frontenac 2:45 away from getting their first win of the season. And a long 2 is up and good by Justin Scott. Pulls them to within 10. You know what's crazy? The Bodeger kid's averaging, as we said, over 22 points a game, and he's not even in. Hasn't been in down the stretch. Pile, runner on the baseline, no good. 2:20 to play. Snyder with a rebound. Up the floor to Garrett Scott. Step back 3, no good. Good box out and rebound there by Brock. And Brock is fouled at the other end by Snyder. That'll be the 9th team foul on Prairie View, so Brock will shoot the final 1-and-1 of the game for the Raiders. Leading by 10 with 2:12 to play. First free throw up and good. Brock earns the bonus, puts the Raiders up 11. Second one is good. Raiders by 12, 2:12 to play. Justin Scott up the floor. Start the clock. The clock is not started. Well, they start it. A long three, no good. That's a pretty easy way to come down, back down 12 with 2:12 to play is when you don't start the clock. Bodegar checks back in for Veers, or with Veers, excuse me. I'm not going to go to the review. There's nothing to review, so they're going to leave it stand. 2:04 to play. Raiders up 12. Get it into Bodegar. Over to Garrett Scott for three. No good. Ginnivan with a rebound. Up the floor to Baldwin. Slow down. Blaine to the basket. Tried to dunk it. And he's fouled. So Blaine will be at the line shooting two. As Dayton Snyder has picked up his fourth. First one up and good. 63-50, Raiders by 13, 1:52 to play. Second one is up and good. Frontenac by 14. We've got a timeout on the floor. It's a full. Raiders by 14, 1:52 to play. We are back to Prairie View in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel, enjoy the amenities of larger cities at a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it's handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac leading 64-50, 95 seconds to play. Justin Scott will try a guarded three. It missed. Beckman with a rebound. Jake's had a great game here today. Over to Hayden Pyle to Ginnivan, up the floor to Beckman. And he wisely slows it down. Over to Brock. Right wing for Baldwin. Now to Daniel Watts at half court. Left wing for Beckman. Raiders running some clock here. 1:05 and counting. Frontenac with the basketball up 14. Over to Watts. Now to Pyle. To Ginnivan. And Brock is fouled by Justin Scott with 55.5 to play. Ginnivan will shoot two. First free throw up, and no good. 64-50, Frontenac, 55.5 to play. Raiders, just 5 team fouls, got a foul to give. Possession arrow favors Prairie View. Second one from Brock, he missed it. Prairie View with a rebound. Greg will race it up the floor. No reason to foul. Bodegar for three, missed. And Baldwin clears the board for Frontenac. 44 seconds. Over to Watts, and Watts is fouled. with 40.7 remaining. And Daniel will walk it to the other end and shoot 2 for the Raiders. As Boniger picks up his first foul.
And unfortunately, this is going to be our view for for a majority of this 40.7 seconds.
Free throw for Watts is up and good. Johnson, Brooks, and Franklin set to check in, and he hits the second free throw. And they sounded the horn during the free throw there, but it didn't faze Daniel. 66-50. With all due respect, Heath, even the game day administration and ops have struggled here tonight as well. 35 seconds remaining. Scott forces up a guarded 3. Johnson with a rebound. Over to Beckman, to Watts. Watts with 25 seconds into the front court with 22. Daniel's trying to get fouled. Veers finally fouls him, and now Daniel will shoot 2 with 19.9 remaining. 66-50. Frontenac by 16. Free throw for Watts, no good. And he split the pair. 67-50, 18 seconds to play. Scott to Gregg, long 3, no good. Franklin with it, 8 seconds. Watts up the sideline, he's fouled by Bodiger with 5.1 remaining. (67-50) with 17 seconds to play, or 5.1 seconds to play, excuse me. Now it's 18. Watts has made 3 out of 4 here down the stretch. They get 5 out of 6 now. Raiders by 19. Bodiger guarded 3, and that'll do it. 59-60, 69-50, excuse me. Frontenac wins by 19. And the Raiders come up here to Prairie View, first game of 2018. Pull off the sweep over the Prairie View Buffaloes. That will wrap up our broadcast here tonight. Thanks to Taylor Wells back at the studio, Heath Atkins, our cameraman here at Prairie View, and everybody that listened and watched on ESPN1007.com. 69-50, Raiders win it. You've been listening and watching to Raider Basketball.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself,